live on YouTube. Hopefully, let me make sure. Live.
Well,
on
Corey, what I
Twitch.
really want to know is where did you get that hat, man? That hat is pretty cool.
So the event that Rob, Sachi, Justin, and,
the thing you went to
and
today?
Victoria was doing. Yeah, it's in this library in Queens. It was pretty cute. This girl had like a booth where she had like a bunch of crocheting stuff. It's Ravishing
it's
Admire. I have the
throw the
card
link.
here.
Throw the link in the chat.
I got ravishingadmire.com. But yeah, that's where I got this hat from. I saw this, I was like, oh,
dude, that's pretty good.
and I like Chopper like that.
Whoa.
Didn't you get a Chopper beanie at the last thing you did?
But I won that. So like I didn't pay my money for that.
Dude, at this point, you're just gonna have to dress up as Chopper for Halloween or something.
I'll do it for the love of the game. I was the Lorax this year. I'll do it.
Yo, this is what you gotta do, right? You just gotta get red shorts, the hat, and nothing else.
Oh, word.
So you're gonna have to get fit for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh no, I'm not doing that. You talking about like the red jacket look?
No, or
from
I was
Annie's
just saying
lobby?
nothing. I was just saying nothing on top. But
Oh,
yeah,
you talking about I look like Brawley Pump to you?
Talk about like I'm talking Drumhead Island
That's
look.
crazy call out, bro.
Hey, yo, also meeting that guy in real life. Why is everybody so daggone it tall?
Bro, you tall
That
too.
dude
Kinda.
Corey, stop.
Taller than me?
I feel like we neck and neck.
Nah,
It didn't seem that way.
That's crazy.
There's no pause.
He
to
said
that.
it didn't seem that way.
What was the pause? Neck and neck.
Neck and neck is crazy.
Come on, dog.
Sounds like an equivalent exchange going on.
All right. So,
y'all doing alchemy?
Opposite sides of neck and neck.
Y'all doing some clapping and circling.
Corey, say something. They're gonna believe it. Say something.
He's not denying it.
I'm trying to like fix something.
Corey's doing his best right now.
I'm like trying to do like multiple things.
But thank you guys for being on another live stream here at the Moon Piece Podcast channel. We're glad you guys were able to be on, since this chapter, as I'm sure we all have read already, is a great one to do. I mean, these last few chapters, it's just been Corey and I. And while we enjoy each other's company, but it's good to share this absolute epicness that we're reading in these chapters with somebody else. Like the last few have been what, like 9s, 10s out of 10s? I don't know about you guys. What were your ratings for the last few chapters we've gotten?
It's been straight heat, dog.
I mean, this backstory, and no, I'm not circling back because I still believe what I said when I was on top podcast, but this backstory is 100% it. Still not in my top 3.
Not in your top 3.
It's not in your top 3 right now. No,
the arc.
The arc. But it's good. These 3, maybe 4 chapters have been like 9, 10s.
Are you considering the God Valley flashback an arc, or are you incorporating the arc in Elbath itself?
I'm incorporating the arc in Elbath itself,
Okay.
and so I just can't give it based off of like this amazing backstory.
All right, fair. What about flashback though?
Flashback maybe 4, 5.
Okay.
It still is not top 3.
You know what? Rox hasn't died yet though, so we'll see what happens.
So here's the thing, and I'll continue to say it. I have Thriller Bark over Elbath.
That's an opinion.
Well, how many minutes are we in? We are 4 minutes in. What is happening?
You can say Marineford. You can say
what was you saying over there on Larry's house? What was you doing?
Larry's just quiet.
Yeah, he's over here like, I had to hear this, bro.
Listen, man, we talked about it.
Yo, I mean, listen. Brooke is my favorite character. There's some things that whole arc is comedic relief, but also there's a lot of lore in Thriller Bark, and even now going to Elbath, they are very much related. They're linked in a couple of spots. So I enjoy it very much. So
it was the last time we had fun. That's the last fun arc. After that, brother, it is. We talking about Sabodian Forward, Fishman Island, Punk Hazard, Dressrosa.
Punk Hazard was fun. Punk Hazard was
not
jokes.
fun.
Punk Hazard
was
fun.
The strong personalities switched.
The kids were on crack.
Them kids.
Oh my God! Let's not pretend like you care about those kids. Please.
I don't, but the kids were on crack cocaine.
Listen. I don't know what to tell you. I do not care about those kids.
Got a man screaming over here, shit, all over the place.
No, I think that the jokes in Punk Hazard were hilarious. Law learning what it's like to be with the Straw Hats, him talking about the alliance, him having a misconception on what an alliance means to Luffy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know. Yo, don't say. Larry, how you been feeling about Elbaf so far?
Love it, bro.
Is it top 3, top 5?
It's top 3 right now, for sure.
100%. I'm on the same.
Wow.
I'm on the same page. You don't think it's top 3, Danny?
No, I think I'm gonna agree with Preston here. I don't know if Elbaf is going to be top 3 just yet. But listen, the God Valley flashback is certainly in the top 3 of flashbacks. But if we're talking overall arc, I need to wait for Elbaf to finish.
Yeah.
Where's this fight with Emu gonna go? Where is it gonna go? Let's see what happens.
What's
the best moment of the arc? What's the best moment of this arc? Tell me.
I mean,
not including the God Valley flashback.
The God's Knights pulling up on Loki.
Man, no one cares about those scrubs. Come
That
on.
wasn't the best moment. All of the best moments have happened in the flashback.
Moments, right? When all the guys I started mobilizing against Elbaf as a whole, like, guys, things were lit before we got to this.
Those chapters took forever of those kids being led down those tree branches.
Spoiled brats now. That's crazy.
We got the mural. We got the mural. That was probably
okay.
That was peak. After that, like, honestly, if you take the flashback out of Elbaf, does it still stand as a top 3?
Corey, don't you remember all the complaints that people had about Elbaf during the beginning?
Didn't understand those complaints.
So take away Kuma from Thriller Bark.
And what's Thriller Bark got left?
Oh, what? No, man, come on.
He just said Brooke was his favorite character.
Come on, dog.
If we taking out things from arcs,
he said take Kuma out, and then what we talking about?
Is that not fair?
Dog,
we're talking about Nightmare Luffy.
I am talking about like backstory. I am not talking about anything. Okay. I said take backstory out.
I got you. You know what, Preston? I got you. Let's take away Odin's flashback from Wano.
I mean, Wano shouldn't be.
Well, first of all, Wano and
Wano shouldn't be anyone's top 3.
No, but I'm saying it. How would Wano fare then? No,
Wano would still be
regardless of if you take it out or put it in. Wano is still a top 10.
That was a ball.
What are you talking about over
there? Take it in and put it in out.
Life with freaky.
Okay, so I see how this gonna be. I'm gonna have to watch everything I say. I'll see how this gonna be.
Listen, man, you are here on the East Coast in spirit, brother. You know how we give it up over here. Everything's a
give it up.
All right. Anyways, what is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another One Piece, Moon Piece manga live stream, live read-through review. We got special guests. Some would call this moment right now a Diet God Valley. Returning back with us, Larry from That One Piece Talk.
Woo! Thank you for coming back, man.
Diet God Valley.
Diet God Valley incident happening, and we got P who won't do his own podcast that the streets is saying.
Guys, that is wild that y'all keep saying this. This man wild. I love you guys.
They cooking you. But to give Joe some love, I see we sent a super chat $49.99. Shout out to the Life with Anime podcast. As always, let it be known that this is just another moment to show that Preston is the face of the podcast. Kick Joe to the curb. We are rebranded to the Life with Preston podcast now. Y'all boys have a great time. Hashtag Zoro versus Sanji. Oh, so he's just throwing strays at both of us.
That's so funny.
I love you too, Joe.
Listen, bro.
Thank you, Joe.
Yo, it's your world, Pete. We just living in it, man.
I'm just here, man. Why?
But yeah, we are here for One Piece chapter 1164. Thank you for everybody's in the chat. We're going to try to get through those as we go. If you want to follow along and read with us as we take our turns to go through, we are reading from the official Shonen Jump Viz website. And as always, we will start with the cover story and the first 2 pages. Danny, you want to take us there?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. One Piece chapter 1164 titled DAVY'S Blood. Reader request, Perona Chasing a Rabbit with a Watch by Tomari Shinomone. Here we see Perona, as the title suggests, chasing a rabbit dressed as Mihawk with ghosts around her while she confuses it with Mihawk. That means that man is on this girl's eyes. How do we feel about the ship between Perona and Mihawk?
That's like her uncle.
You think so?
Who's shipping that, brother? She got a better shot with Zoro. They got more chemistry.
Do we know how old Mihawk is?
We don't, or do we?
Yeah, Mihawk is
Mihawk's
5
gotta be
at God
around.
Valley, so he's 43.
You
No
say he got
way.
fried at God Valley?
Oh, he's 41.
He was 5 at God Valley, so
Okay.
he's 43 right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Mihawk's 43. Okay, I agree. That's big unk.
Yeah.
Corona 25, man, it's legal. All right,
It's
Go for it.
legal.
She's 25?
You thought she was a
Yeah,
baby? She
25.
grown.
Yeah, I knew she was grown, but
Yeah, she grown, man.
I know
Hey,
you
if you
can't
told me
tell these days.
If you
in
told me she was
rookies.
19, I'd believe you. If you told me she was 16, I'd believe you.
Nah, Perona grown.
Look at
grown.
Shirahoshi.
Shirahoshi is literally a crybaby. She's a child.
Wow, that's
Nah,
'cause she's a
hold on. Shirahoshi's like actually 15.
I was about to say she's actually young.
Like she's actually
Yeah,
a child.
Yeah, she's a kid.
She
bro.
still has a dad.
What do you mean? Bad characters have a dad.
Do they?
Yeah,
How many
Rebecca-
characters got a dad?
Rebecca.
Luffy, Usopp,
Rebecca's a
Shanks.
child. Anybody who's a child still got a dad.
I mean,
As a child, Sabo.
define child.
Bonnie,
Anybody under 18.
Bonnie.
She just lost her dad last week.
Man, his consciousness got lost. Okay.
Luffy's 19, right?
Yeah,
Luffy's
true.
like-
They got that.
Usopp?
Listen,
Usopp
it-
got that. Yeah.
everybody don't want to say it, but it's definitely Sabo. He got a good dad at home, willing to take care of him.
Sabo
And
just wanted to
Sabo
be
is
in the
running the
gangbanging
street.
life that bad.
He
You know
wants
what
to
I
be a
mean?
rebel, man. It's okay.
You know, those kids that like was privileged in the house, they really ain't have no problems. They wanted to be in the life so bad.
Yeah,
I got
bro.
cousins like that.
Damn,
Shout out
calling
to
them
y'all.
out here.
He
Shout
said
out
my
to y'all.
cousin is like that. Jeez. Shout out to
Oh.
your cousin, yo.
But I'm a Perona fan, so getting a Perona cover story, you know, we're not in the Yamato cover story anymore, so I guess people could be happy about that. So this is cute.
Thank you.
That's true.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That's
alright.
true. All right. Moving on to the first page of this chapter, we cut back. We're opening with Emu holding up Rocks while he's impaling him as Rocks screams, "Ah!" Whitebeard's over like, "What is it, Rocks?" Roger's reacting. Did our attacks do nothing to that spider? Garp's shocked. Whitebeard shocked. Kaido's locked in. Big Mom's over here in awe. What's going on here? As Emu opens it up. Persistent thou art. Don't downplay the power of humanity, monster. As Emu is unfazed. Davy D. Jones was once the king of the world. Silence! He was never king, not for an instant. The grievance between Mu and the Davy has nothing to do with thee. Then why are you so shook? Why are you so panicked over something as trivial as the Davy name? It's kept you terrified for years, hasn't it? The thought that Davy's will might be passed down and one day come for you to fulfill the promise in bold! Exclamation point, exclamation point.
All right. So what are we thinking about these first 2 pages, guys? About the information here.
I had a couple thoughts.
Yeah.
So, first and foremost, I think that we were, especially me, I was so under the assumption that these combined hockey attacks didn't phase Emu. Therefore, hockey itself wasn't the only thing needed in order to beat Emu.
Yeah.
But it clearly shows that even Emu is having a hard time Domi reversing Rocks because his conquerors and will is so strong.
Yeah.
And I do think that Emu impaling Rocks is a stronger version of Domi Reversi than it was Emu doing the pentagram through Gunko or the Othello chess moves that is required in its like second phase of Domi Reversi when they switch by themselves. I think the fact that like Emu came through is because Emu felt that in order for me to Domi Reversi some of these people who have outrageous Conquerors hockey, I need to infuse my own Conquerors hockey into this attack and touch you at the same time. So I just think that it's stronger and it's very impressive. I'll tell you that Rocks is even fighting back when others couldn't, especially being touched by Emu.
Yeah.
And then like So I guess I'll save this for the next part of the chat, but I do have something to say about this eerie conversation.
Yeah. What about you, P?
No, so enjoyed the first two. I love the fact that Ian Sama is using like this old English, like persistent art thou. Like, is this like this biblical, like holier than thou talk? I absolutely love it coming from him because he is supposed to be like this king amongst kings, this holiness of holiness, and him portraying that in his language is absolutely amazing to me. And we could talk about this later, but even Davy Jones being once the king of the world is wild to me. I don't know what that means, how that means,
low-key
what
drop,
that looks like,
right?
But is it, we could talk about that. Yeah, I guess we could talk about that later in the next two panels. But yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, I want to also even add to what you were saying, Larry, about the hockey, affecting Emu. Like at first, I'm seeing here like, man, this ain't do nothing, but you can kind of even see that Emu is really struggling to regenerate completely still. So it's like, what are we gonna have to do in the future to like make this permanent? What is the secret that Scamper Gaban is really talking about? Because like he's still just kind of in pieces while impaling rocks right now.
So is this Emu's like actual body, or is he kind of projecting himself through Saturn? Maybe that's why none of those attacks really had any effect on Emu, because it's not really his physical form.
So there's two thoughts here, right? The first thought is that Emu doesn't have a body at all. Emu is probably completely genderless because of some type of infusion of previous devil fruit with hockey or etc. I don't know, bro. But I do think that there's like kind of like if you watch Naruto, you remember Obito, where he would use his power and then like his body would become intangible because he sent it to a different dimension. I think we're starting to see like not the same idea, but the same aspect of using their power. So maybe because they're doing Domi Reversi to rocks, therefore he's not regenerating right now. So they're probably vulnerable at this point, but who knows, right? Like Emu's probably the most hacks character I've seen in a show for a long time. I have no idea what's happening and why they're probably choosing not to regenerate, if we want to be real. And I do think that there's a certain power aspect given to the Holy Knights and given to the Gorosei. And I think the Gorosei receive more of a permanent blessing from Emu. Therefore, Emu could do different things than it would be able to do from Holy Knight. So I feel like the question is this Emu's real body? I think it's its real form because it transferred through Saturn, because Saturn's power is Emu's power. It's not like Gunko. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Where Gunko's a vessel.
Yeah. So it's like he's not possessing Saturn, or this person, like Emu's actually there.
Okay.
But there's so many like, bro, I don't even know.
We don't even know how many places Emu can be in one place at one time. Right? We don't know. Really we're gonna have to fight an army of emus like it is Naruto, like it's a bunch of Zetsus.
I think it's really them. I think it's Emu. I really do think this is actually. I think Emu showed up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So are we thinking that what are our thoughts about the whole Davy D. Jones being the king of the world at one point?
No, go ahead.
So we know that Joy Boy was the first pirate to take sail on the seas, right? I had the impression that Davy Jones and Joy Boy might have been the same person, but that's clearly not the case anymore. Yeah. So if Joy Boy was one of the first pirates to be out there in the world, and Davy Jones was once, if we're taking rocks at face value here, and Davy D. Jones was once king of the world, what's the relationship between Davy D. Jones and Joy Boy, right? So Joy Boy, we know, was probably the second iteration of Nika, the holder of the fruit, right? So kind of like how Vivi is a straw hat or honorary straw hat, whatever you want to call it. We're not going to have that debate here. Was Davy D. Jones a royal family member that traveled as a pirate and then teamed up with him when Emu tried to usurp the throne or whatever it may be?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know if necessarily sailed with or just stayed in his respective place. But I see them mirroring each other, and by them I mean Blackbeard and Luffy. So my prediction, maybe it will happen, maybe it won't happen, is that 9 times out of 10, maybe Blackbeard and Luffy will probably have to team up to get rid of old dude. Is how I'm seeing.
It's the classic story you've seen in other,
yes.
Luffy and Naruto being two sides of like
that's what everybody was saying about
tree.
Like the whole Naruto joint. Like people are really starting to like go.
Was it in Ashra? What is those two?
Indra and Ashra.
Yeah, Indra and Ashra. So like that branch and them, the two of them needs to come together to defeat Kaguya, the whole ceiling thing, etc., etc. Those Joy Boy and Davy Jones seem to be, at least so far, two different people in my opinion. But then we're also talking about a promise, right? Before, I was a little bit just taking the direct context of what we just found out a couple of chapters ago when being introduced to Rocks, where I was like, okay, maybe the promise he is talking about is only like, I told you I'm gonna come back and get my lick back. You know what I mean? But now now it really does seem like it's truly something that has spanned across time itself. So like, what do we have any thoughts on like what we think this promise might be?
Do you think the promise is something that's going to be like going towards the mural that we saw? Is that
if anything, it has something to do with what the One Piece itself is, a promise to reunite the world into one sea and all blue, because Imu's whole plan is to raise up the red line, the serpent, the Hellflame serpent, to separate the world, so in order to control people easier. But Davy D. Jones's promise, or Joy Boy's promise, whatever it may be, to one day reunite the worlds through one sea. And that's what the One Piece is all about. That's why it's so important.
Yeah. What about you, Larry?
I have so much to say.
You want to say it for later?
It's gonna be in the next part.
Okay. All right. Cool. Fair. So let me read a couple of these super chats before we go to the next 2 pages then. Osiris, see you in the chat. Love the community. $2 super chat. Opinions on One Piece music. I hear the conversation a lot that people like to complain that the One Piece music has been the same forever. I don't think that's, and it's not an issue to me, because I think some of the things that we're lacking in current anime is
like background music.
Yeah, the One Piece music. Yeah.
I thought you meant like OP's endings, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, in both respects.
Yeah. In both respects, it still haven't been the same.
Zero complaints.
Yeah. When the 5 girls say dropped in Egghead, and that ominous music with the chorus and the God-fearing holiness, that it sounds very divine but very ominous at the same time. Like they do switch their music up. Like I get they have their same.
I think they're tired of hearing Overtaken and
Overtaken ain't even.
It's a classic.
Listen,
we don't need to change. I mean, just because the anime's been out for 1,000 episodes, like, come on.
It's signature. You know what I mean? Like I said, you could only name like 1 or 2 songs in like Demon Slayer's anime that you could think of, or My Hero. Like the art of the soundtrack in a lot of these series has kind of died. You know what I mean? The recognizability to a series.
I think a lot of I feel like a lot of characters also kind of get their own music. Like look at Rob Lucci and Egghead Island.
I mean, Katakuri's theme.
Yeah. Katakuri's. Come on, that's a classic.
OD.
Is Rock's gonna get a theme though? That's the question.
Nah. He's not gonna be in enough. He's not gonna be in enough properly adapted 1 chapter to 1 anime episodes.
I mean, he might be. He still might be alive according to some people, but
Yeah, we'll see.
Kind of hope he's dead.
Dami Weeb with the 999 super chat. Thank you. Yo, just checking in. Hashtag LWAP.
What's good, Dami?
Thank you, Dami.
Marco, $2 super chat. My name is Preston Hargrove, and RIP Hunter Hunter LWAP tax.
Dang, man.
Listen,
rest in peace, Hunter Hunter.
Love you, Marco.
Listen, bro, you know I also don't stand Hunter Hunter the same way either. So any slander you want to throw, I'll always add in.
I'm just indifferent, so whatever you guys want to do.
Hunter Hunter ain't like that, man. Let's be honest. We really got to stop doing that to ourselves.
Larry, you like Hunter Hunter?
Yeah.
Why he said like that? He's like, yeah.
What else could I say, bro? Yeah, I got your thoughts, man.
Life with Anime 499 super chat. Thank you again, brother. Like the dang stream, guys. Yeah, it's 87 of y'all in the chat, 43 likes. So please, guys, like the stream. It helps the channel a lot. Aaron creates 499 super chat. Thank you again, brother. I feel like I could finally get some good sleep knowing these legendary Kage are holding this meeting. Hashtag I'm not glazing. Hashtag Elbath is #1. Hashtag Emu is Basura. Dang.
Yo, good translation, Corey, or pronunciation. I'm proud of you.
You know I'm Mexican. Come on, man.
Hard.
You know my basura is on point. Also, considering us Kage is crazy work. Somebody got to give us a mountain.
A Rushmore, Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, you know they got the Kage mountain thingy.
Listen, bro, build me a statue in the Final Valley. I'll be all right.
You gonna have your shirt on or nah? I don't know how you give it up.
I want armor like mod that I had.
you want the whole joint. Eagles $5 super chat. Who has done more for the story, Usopp or Karu? Okay. The more I see of the flashbacks, the less I think Usopp will reach the level we need to fight Emu / the world government. Okay. Man, you guys really hate. Okay. Why everybody hate Usopp this much?
You know, because it's forced at this point in time. I think it's heavily forced.
Guys,
you know these people were waiting to get to Elbaf just to see what all
I am people.
I
am people.
If you don't do nothing, bro, it's gonna be
we still got time. Just like we was in Wano for 5 years. We got to be in Elbaf for at least 3.5.
We'll see.
3.5 more, or 3 in total.
3 in total. We've been in for a year now, so give some time.
Given Oda's health, who knows? Like we might have like maybe another year.
Yeah. We still have a whole other flashback to finish before we even get.
We
back
do.
To the main
we
story.
we're in a flashback within a flashback.
Inception.
We still got to go back.
But no, I think Usopp has done way more for the story. Guys, he shot down a flag. No matter what, he shot down a flag
because someone told him to.
But
he still did it.
Let's not do that. But also in Dressrosa, like let's be for real, Luffy and Long would have been cooked.
Sugar was Sugar was cooking them, bro. It wasn't getting out of that.
Even the observation hockey of him, they would have been cooked if it were not for him.
Well. I mean, Luffy or Law could have used their hockey to overpower her fruit and then gone back to normal at some point. You could call it plot convenience at that point, but either way, that wouldn't have been.
At that moment, they didn't even have Conqueror's hockey like that to be going crazy.
That's not true.
I would have said Luffy.
Counteract her devil fruit.
Now that I'm not sure. I'm not too sure about that.
Luffy had Conquerors at Fishman Island. He exerted it. Took out 50,000 fish.
I'm not saying he didn't have Conquerors, but like your Conquerors still got to be at a certain level to be counteracting like a Big Mom. I'm not saying Sugar's the same level as Big Mom, but you can't just casually just like be like, I'm cracking out of this paramecia ability.
Why not?
It hasn't happened.
Is he didn't do it. So
even Pinhead Larry, who had Conqueror's hockey, was turned into a toy.
You call that man Pinhead Larry?
Yeah, he old. He old.
Well, put it this way: Law came out of the woman disease from Doc Q,
and he was fighting for his life to get out of that.
He was.
Yeah, he did it though.
Hockey though.
Law don't have Conqueror's hockey.
Law?
No,
he
don't.
Have That's right. Oh, true.
He got regular armament, huh?
Yeah, Law doesn't have Conqueror's hockey. Only Kid does.
I've never thought about it, but
well, Kid and
let's move on. Let's move on because we're not gonna do this.
Trigger words.
Yeah, I was like, don't bring up Kid here. Marco, what's asking the gang? What's your favorite pizza, Larry and Preston? Hashtag the Corey tax. Marco has his thing. He likes to come and see. I don't know if he does it on y'all streams. He comes into these streams really talking about pizza all the time.
No, he doesn't.
I banned the word pizza in the chat, so now he's forced to send emojis.
And now it's the Corey tax.
And now it's the Corey tax.
Yo, nothing like a good plain slice, man.
Plain
or pepperoni?
That's your favorite?
Just go plain slice real quick. I'm good. If I want to put more stuff on it, I will.
Okay, that's fine.
The most I'll do is pepperoni.
Oregano.
I don't eat cheese, so
like as a topping, like first of all, you talking about seasonings just now, oregano and all that stuff. Like that's what you talking about adding when you're at the shop. But I'm talking about toppings. Like if I'm like, pepperoni is the only thing I get after regular.
Yeah, I mean, listen, bro. I've had a Philly cheesesteak pizza and I thought it was amazing.
Too much for me. Too much.
And again, I don't eat cheese, so I don't have a favorite pizza.
Yes, I do. I did
Sorry,
find
babe.
that.
Yeah,
And it's not because he's lactose intolerant, ladies and gentlemen. He just think
don't like
cheese
it,
is
man.
nasty.
it is.
And
Wait, it's not because of the lactose intolerance?
No, I just don't like it.
Okay. What about yogurt?
Nope, can't do it.
Mm.
The
What,
smell takes you right out.
ice cream?
I do
Ice cream? Yeah.
Yeah, I do ice cream.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Ice
right.
cream. for
Butter
sure.
pecan. I'm old.
ain't nothing wrong with butter pecan. I like
Yeah.
Raisin Bran.
Oh,
Love Raisin Bran.
Are you
Love.
a
Raisin Bran is
60-year-old woman?
Whoa. Everybody here likes
No.
Raisin Bran, but you
I like
are
Raisin
you
Bran.
a 60-year-old child?
You're the odd one out here.
You're
my
the
friend.
odd one here.
My friend.
Yeah, you better go get some Lucky Charms or honeycombs,
No,
bro.
brother, you
Bring
don't
it
like-
back.
you
See,
don't like-
and,
you
and
don't
that's
like
why
it
you
too.
can't poop on the regular. That's why when you
You
get
out
older.
here eating Raisin Bran.
He
When
gonna,
you
he
get
gonna,
older
Larry's
and
gonna
you're
need dentures when he gets
constipated.
older.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna be here talking about still yapping about One Piece, talking about that One Piece talk with his
Yo.
tooth removed.
Bro got a bowl of Raisin Bran going. This
said-
is it.
He's saying bro like it's not bros. You the only one that's not
Bros.
eating it. It's you. You the weird one.
Yo, there's no way you out here eating Raisin Bran. That's a choice.
He keeps saying you too. He is not including us.
Happily.
He's over here just like, yo, it's only one of y'all. You are the only weird one. I like how you deflected. He's
I mean, lately, staying on that old man cereal grind, Corey and I have been eating
Yo.
nothing but Cheerios lately.
Bruh,
Cheerios all
Raisin Bran
day,
don't
give
even
me
got
the
like a
checks.
mascot. What's the mascot of Raisin Bran? A
First
sun?
of all, it does. It's the big sun with the 2 scoops. Like, let's
Yeah.
not do that.
Yeah, you wilding out, brother.
Let's not do that.
See, that's how you
Give
know.
you your fiber and vitamin D.
See, Larry never.
And that's what I'm
Larry
saying.
never
Larry
looked at
ain't
poverty.
regular.
He don't know
Larry
what it's
ain't
like.
regular.
Bro, you need fiber that bad? Like,
I would
Everybody
hope, we all
does.
need fiber.
Essential part of your diet. Now P doesn't seem so weird for not liking
Nah,
cheese.
nah, hold
Yeah,
on,
now
hold
at
on.
this
Oh,
point, now
so
now
he's-
now I don't trust Larry's food taste.
So Larry out here pooping
What do you
bricks
eat?
is what it
Like,
sounds
what
like.
chips do you eat? Like, what's your soda? You drink
You
Mountain
eat
Dew?
Takis, don't you?
Hold on,
You eat
hold on, hold
Takis,
on.
don't you?
You
Hold
eat
on, we're not
Takis.
skipping the Raisin Bran. But do you chop up like bananas and put it in or something?
That'd
Or
be
you
No,
great.
but
just
actually
Why
they
not?
have
That's
some already
fantastic.
made with it
yeah,
as
you
well.
just raw dog Raisin Bran?
You can roll
Either
dog
way.
it. Yeah.
Either way.
Somebody said low fiber
funny,
having that.
No, father. I'm crying.
Oh, man.
Rhea said Chainsaw Man raise a movie over the Demon Slayer movie. I have not seen both, so don't
haven't
got
seen
no
either.
opinion there. Everything y'all naming happened 15 years ago. I don't. What are you talking about?
Probably the
I
One
think
Piece
talk about
story.
One Piece. We talk about
Okay.
Usopp.
And I think, Sanji gonna unlock Conqueror saving Nami or Robin from Marco $2 super chat. Thank you. We gotta see. We gotta see.
How you guys
pray-
feel about
pray for my
Sanji
boy.
having conquerors?
It's
I
inevitable.
don't know.
It's-
I don't like it, but I
What?
can see the reasoning.
Damn.
narratively for the story, it just
Sanji for conquerors.
The Straw Hat
that's
Crew
what
is
we
severely
believe.
underpowered, bro.
I mean, I think, and to your point, we talked about that. I think that they need it. If they need more conquerors, I think for Roger's crew, they kind of needed it with the heavy hitters that were like at that time. But for Luffy and his crew, they ain't got nobody. They kind of need the help.
they didn't take Yamato with them, so they need help. Who's
Not
gonna help
yet.
them? Jinbei?
Not yet.
But she's not there currently, or they're not
Yeah.
there right now, right? So all
Not
I'm
right now.
saying
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah.
as of now, narratively, agendas aside, right? Let's talk like book talkers. Let's not act
Like book
Lord,
talkers.
Book talk they got, man.
Let's talk about, because like book talkers have picked up One Piece. So for the
Mhm.
narrative, for the story, Sanji needs it. Now, if you got an agenda, then you can argue that all day. Larry's like agendas only.
He don't need it, bro.
We-
He don't need it. He almost passed away at Fishman Island due to a nosebleed.
Okay, but we
And
don't
we
talk
saying,
about
yo, he
that.
a
Oh
con-
my
conqueror.
days. That was 30
Yo,
years
then-
ago.
Then he betrayed Luffy to go sacrifice himself.
That's
for-
what that is? A betrayal?
Yeah,
Listen, bro.
betrayal
Again,
is wild.
Wow,
It's-
betrayal.
Like,
Let's
And
I'm
also-
good.
Oh, tomato,
also-
tomato,
Alright,
tomato.
If
He
I tell
alright,
you
yo.
not to come, don't. Like I told you, I got it. Like let my man say
He
it.
alright, bro. He
let him
good
have his
without it.
side mission.
Tomato,
Jeez.
tomato. But Larry, since you keep on having bad takes, you want to take the next 2 pages?
Yeah. So Rox, while sweating, goes, "What's more frightening to you, Davy D. Jones or Joy Boy?" And then Emu's like, "Cease thy dreaming. There will never be seen again. Once I have eradicated thee, I have found excellent soldiers to serve Mu, Davy. Gigantic, harmless, and conflicted. And then Rox goes, the giants, you fool! Don't mess with Harold. They only want peace. And then Emu replies, indeed, a golden opportunity. Such a willing puppet of a king will never come along twice. And then Rox goes, no! And then Emu says, just like thee, in fact. Now stop wasting time and bring an end to the dream of Davy. Whitebeard looks up, hears Rox roaring, and then all of a sudden, Rox falls down, lands right in the middle of Whitebeard and Big Mom. And Big Mom says, huh? Rox? And then we hear Big Mom say, what did it do to you? What happened up there, Rox? As Kaido leans in to hear what they're talking about. And then Rox says to himself, damn it, I'm going to disappear. And then Big Mom's like, huh?
Nanda.
Damn, hate to see my man on the floor like that. Just dropped him like a sack of potatoes. And no one went to catch my man. They just let him fall.
I mean, he rage baited the hell out of Emu. He rage baited him. So sometimes all that chit chat gonna get you hurt.
But to your point, Eam also rage baited the mess out of Rox. And I think that's why Rox slipped. Which first of all, I am so happy that Rox like fought that for as long as he did.
Yeah.
Stupid dope. But I feel like that was his downfall is Eam got under that man's skin and ultimately he got down reversed. But
yeah. What do you like? Where you guys head at about how Domi Reverse C works, right? I know there's some people who say that they think it has to work with you being on the homeland. Some people say that it doesn't work on devil fruit users. You have to like not have a devil fruit for it to work. Like, where are you guys landing in regards to like how you think the power works so far? Because I was worried in my head. I'm like, okay, if you can do this to Rox, then like the Straw Hats are like KO'd in one move. Like, what do we do when we get back from the flashback? So where you guys at in that thought process? Not all at one time, guys.
I definitely think that the home turf advantage definitely plays a part in this in some way. And if not that, then it's just something that nobody has considered. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's blood type.
Yeah, that's what I say. I blood type. I honestly I don't know. And maybe Larry has a little bit more insight than I do. I honestly don't know. I feel like I have to see more people Domi reverse to see like what can actually be done, how it actually is done. Does it indeed affect you being on your homeland? Does it not? I think I need to see a little bit more. I don't know. Yeah,
the price for an ability like this, the cost. We've played enough card games, TCG games to know that you can't just do something that OP without setting some stuff up. You know, you gotta pay half your life points to get this shit done.
Yeah. Where you at, Larry?
Nah, I don't like the idea that it's homeland. The homeland theory. I don't like it at all. Emu doesn't have a limitation. So why are we limiting Emu? Yeah. And I think that's the first mistake that everybody's making. Obviously, this guy did something that we never believed could happen, which was a combined hockey attack, right? From all these strong individuals. So for us to sit here and be like, well, it's only because he lured Rox's homeland, he was able to Domi Reversi, and then everybody else that was here was from the homeland itself. It's kind of like, yo, what if Emu just wanted to be that sadistic? Like that's what they are. Like they're going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I think realistically speaking, the devil fruit portion is I like that interesting. I like that theory a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because a devil fruit is just a dream. And if Emu no longer has a body and is the embodiment of a nightmare, then I can see like a dream and a nightmare actually clashing with each other.
Yeah.
And that could be some foreshadow from previous times of, you know, devil fruits not being able to interact with each other or they take each other out. So it's like, I can see that being a very strong possibility as to why you can't be Domi Reversied, but everybody else is free game at this point. I don't think that theory holds any weight at all.
Yeah. I lean more towards the devil fruit theory, or either I saw somebody else say that it might have something to do with maybe negative emotions. Thus why Emu was like rage baiting Rox just now, because to try to get him to kind of feed into that, maybe to add into maybe this negative energy, negative force or whatever. And it wouldn't work well against the sun god Nika, Joy Boy, because for
Or
the most
Soge
part,
King.
or Soge King, if you just want to throw that in there. But
Listen, this might be his time to shine in the arc.
if anything, Usopp might
I've
be the
heard
first.
that theory.
Usopp will be the first one to get Dami Reversi, and that'll be
like
your Usopp power up.
I
wouldn't be mad at that. I wouldn't be mad.
Danny, no.
If Usopp got Domi Reversi and he was like, "No, you can't Domi Reversi me, man, because I'm always negative."
Well,
Like-
I've heard a theory like somewhat on that, so I wouldn't be upset if that was to happen because he might be one of the only people that can negate it. To that effect, I wouldn't be upset. I thought you wanted him to be Dami reversed.
Oh, I want him to get Domi.
I want one of the Straw Hats to get Domi Reversi.
I think that's going to happen.
That'll be the Usopp power up y'all been looking for. Usopp Domi Reversi with the wings.
He gotta keep it though.
Oh, he's not gonna keep it, but y'all can at least bask in the W.
I want Zoro to be Dami reversed.
That's
no,
crazy.
bro. He's a deep. He'd be
Yeah,
a deep.
like
no one can stop him.
We're gonna be cooked. We're gonna be cooked. One Piece gonna go on for 10 more years.
I'd like Zoro. I think Zoro would be a good fit to get Domi.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't be Nami Robin. It wouldn't be Brooke. It wouldn't be Chopper. Although a Domi Reversi Chopper with Monster Point.
Nah, they don't want to ruin the merchandise.
Like I feel like Luffy needs another obstacle to get to where he needs to get, and I feel like if Zoro is that guy that's going to be Dami reversed,
yeah, I
it'll
guess
get him there.
If it's anybody, it's going to be Zoro.
Oh, man, all right, well, we'll see how it goes. I think one of the things I enjoyed seeing here the most is I think Oda's been doing a really good job, really showing a lot about Rox's character and the things he values. He's not like the same type of menace that Blackbeard is as a person, at least what we seemingly think he is currently in the story. Like he does really care about Harold being used here and like Emu coming to like try to take over Elbaf because he's letting him know like, yo, Harold's a sucker. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity for me to have somebody to control. So I think seeing that side of Rox through all of this has been like fantastic for me because it's gonna suck to see how it turns out for him in the end.
No, I agree.
Let's see, and then let me read. Oh, my fault. You about to say something? Go ahead, brother.
I just want to. Especially like Big Mom, when everybody's shocked and said, what happened to you? Do they not see like the horns and the what's going? Like, can they not see what's going on?
Well, they probably don't know why it's happening. They like, what's good? Like, why you look like that? But they don't know this. This first time they seen this being, so they never seen like this transformation or anything before.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't need to be a genius to know that like something evil just happened.
To your point, and this happens like in the next 2 or 3 pages, but we'll get there then because I'm like, but Whitebeard though.
So I do have a little bit more to say about this part in general, though.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right, so last week's episode on the pod, I came up with a theory that I believe Joy Boy left a message, which is the One Piece that Roger referred to on Laugh Tale. And if Davy D. Jones is a separate being from Joy Boy, I think he also left a message, which is considered a promise to Emu, that Rox ended up finding. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that there's 2 One Pieces, but I'll say it's basically a side piece theory that I'm going to edit tomorrow and put out.
Okay.
And I think it's very interesting because if this is possible that Joy Boy left a message and Davy D. Jones left a message, then that probably means that they both existed during the Second World. And they probably resembled Blackbeard and Luffy or Rox and Roger, right? So it has like that Ashura Indra effect from Naruto with Hashirama and Madara. So it's like, I think that's very interesting to think about. And I think this is why you need the One Piece. And you probably need Davy D. Jones's promise in order to defeat Emu, because that's basically the recipe you need to defeat Emu.
Yeah.
We know that hockey now is not enough. You probably need like your hockey utilized to a degree where it's the same intent that Shanks and Joy Boy has, which is why like Dorian Broggy mentioned Shanks having a similar intent. And then Joy Boy's hockey knot was able to send the Gorosei back through their pentagrams and take them out of like their zone forms. And then Emu's like on his knees, like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is true too. And I think whatever Davy D. Jones's message that was passed on, he basically says, in order to defeat Emu, because he does exist, you might need 2 devil fruits. Where Joy Boy is saying you need the sun god, you need the Nika fruit, and you also need Poseidon. Because anytime Poseidon is with Nika, they have a better chance of like changing the world.
Yeah.
So I think that both of these messages come together, and this is what you need to take out Emu itself.
So you
That's
think the
where
two
I'm at.
sovereign? So you think the two sovereigns that the Sea Kings were talking about was Luffy and Shirahoshi,
Yeah.
Nika and Poseidon?
Well, they were waiting for one sovereign, and it was just
Wasn't it?
Shirahoshi.
Oh, they were waiting for one sovereign, but then the two to meet again.
Yeah. So basically, what is this girl's name? Shirahoshi's mom.
Otohime.
Yeah.
Otohime.
Good
She
job.
basically states that anytime Joy Boy is about, the Poseidon will be born as well.
Mm.
So she was like, those two can't they have to coexist
Yeah.
with one another. So there's a
Okay.
connection to Poseidon and the sun god Nika. And for me, it's like, all right, well, then there's the two devil fruits, what probably signifies like dreams. And
Yeah.
you need to counteract Emu's nightmare, most likely, with another dream that opposes them. So if they don't have a physical body, you need to take them out in some degree. Like, and this is why I think Oda showed us this combined hockey attack, because he was like, listen, hockey is the end all be all, but for Emu, it's going to take everything in the world, not just hockey alone. And I think that's what's being stated here. Now, you go.
Well, it's like even answer that because like I'm of the belief to thinking that the second devil fruit that Rox is looking for was Blackbeard's devil fruit this whole time, because Blackbeard was so intent on specifically finding the Yami Yami no Mi. At least what we think, right, is that for now the Yami Yami no Mi could be something else, right? He can be hit physically, right? Unlike every other Logia devil fruit, like we already see the red flags in regards to what type of devil fruit it is, so it could be something tied more to Davy Jones or Davy D Jones, what the Yami Yami no Mi is.
Yeah. So my thing was that Rox was looking for two devil fruits from the beginning of his mission, and he did it right after meeting Emu. So in my opinion, those two devil fruits that he knows of happens to be Joy Boy's fruit, which was the sun god Nika fruit, and then he wanted the Yami fruit because the Yami could cancel out devil fruits. So I think that Davy knew what was happening, but him and Joy Boy probably tried it together, but for some reason things just didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going to happen, where Rox was like, yo, I'm going to use the Yami because the Yami allows me to have more than one devil fruit in my body.
Yeah.
I need that first. Then I'm going to get the Nika fruit. And then I'm going to somehow combine these two powers in order to take Emu out. And it didn't work out.
Yeah. Having absolute two different forms of liberation, where like, you know, Blackbeard has the move liberation, and then we also have like the sun god of liberation, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we
I do have more though.
Go ahead.
I was gonna.
Oh, well,
No,
either
go.
one, yeah, choose.
I was just gonna talk more so about you bringing up like the Joy Boy and the Poseidon thing being around at the same time. When you bring up two people like that, it also just makes me think of two other characters that we know are crucial to the story. Number one being Momonosuke. We know through Odin's journal that Momonosuke is going to play a pivotal role, I don't think in just Wano, but in the world as well. And then I'm also thinking about characters like Loki. You know, Loki's got those devilish snake eyes of his. And given that what we see in the mural, obviously a character like Loki also plays a part. So I think that those two characters are definitely going to be crucial in bringing down someone like Emu. Because while we do see names like Joy Boy, Davy Jones being thrown out there were probably more people involved, more big characters that we just haven't been introduced to yet.
Yeah. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah. So there's another thought process that I have, that when Rock says to Emu that Davy D. Jones was the king of the world, this could be taken in like so many places, right? So if your opinion is that Emu has literally been the evil force that changed natures from the forest god to the rain god or whatever god, and then is the third world being that everybody has to defeat, then you just assume that Emu has just been this dark figure through the first world, second world, and third world. But if that's not true, then the other thought process is Emu was considered to be of the Nerona dynasty during the Second Kingdom, and that's most likely when Emu rose to power. So there is a dark figure in the first world. We don't know who that may be, but it is possible that Davy D. Jones could have been that timeline's Emu. And if Rox is a worshiper of the first Emu, then it kind of says a lot about Rox's character. But at this point, it doesn't seem very likely.
Yeah.
So I don't think that
Yeah.
theory works out too well. The other theory was maybe Davy D. Jones, when he goes, what's more frightening to you, Davy D. Jones or Joy Boy? Maybe Rox is not talking about two different people still. Maybe he's talking about Davy D. Jones and Joy Boy being the same person, but Davy D. Jones is the regular Mugiwara Luffy, whereas Joy Boy is the sun god Nika that he could turn into. So maybe he's talking about, like, because Emu after that says, cease thy dreaming. So maybe it's like Davy D. Jones doesn't become the opposing dream to Emu until he takes the form of Nika. And that's when Emu feels most threatened or most frightened. Because he's not really afraid of Davy D. Jones. He's most likely afraid of what Davy Jones turns into, which is Joy Boy.
Yeah, the way I processed it going through here was that I just took it as we were referencing just the first world and the second world, where Davy D. Jones was the OG, right? Like Emu may have been maybe running, or whoever was the original Emu, Nerona, etc., like before being this evil being, the one who was actually kind of like trying to like control the world or actually governing the world, but the real king that everybody kind of recognized, as in the like word of mouth, was Davy D. Jones. That's kind of like giving that reaction of like, what you mean? Everybody loved him and respected him, but he wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't really the king. Y'all making it seem like he was everybody's savior, but I was the one doing everything, and that's why we got all this smoke. And thus the cycle continues going into the second world, where I believe this is where Joy Boy comes from, because I still think Joy Boy is an epithet for somebody else's name, the same way Straw Hat is Luffy's epithet. Like if we were talking years in the future from our current timeline, they would know him just kind of maybe as Straw Hat, right? And be like, oh, who's Straw Hat? What's Straw Hat? Like,
Yeah,
but not
agreed.
knowing Monkey D. Luffy, right? To figure that out. You know, the mystery could be the same when we find out what that real name is. So that's kind of how I took that. It was just like two different generations. But I also, you know, believe in the idea of that, oh, two branches of a family, you know, that has to come together and like defeat this thing. So
Larry, I like that. I like that idea of Davy not being necessarily a great guy. I mean, you look at Blackbeard, like he's not necessarily a great guy, but probably inherits the will of Davy D. Like, so I'm wondering, to your point, was he actually a good guy, or was he like not that great? I love that. 100%. I love that. That's good stuff.
Maybe Emu lived long enough to see himself become the villain.
Let's say he just wanted to control the world because he thought that he knew better. I mean,
it's like the Madara again. It's like the Madara thing. Like, I know better on how to control the world. I want what's best. Just let me do it my way.
Yeah,
I've played these games before.
Tsukuyomi that ass.
Right, I've seen it time and time again. Yeah, I've seen it.
But I do think that Emu happens to be very, very worried about the dream aspect, because if Vegapunk's theory about devil fruits coming true through collective belief of the dreams of individuals, then that just means that he's used the word dream twice.
Yeah.
Cease thy dreaming and bring an end to the dream of Davy. So there's so many questions that were just created during this chapter that like I have no idea about, because there's so much like vagueness behind this conversation. And it screams that most likely Harold was turned with Domi Reversi on Elbaf.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how Loki even beat him. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't understand how any of the giants could have beat him. But it does seem that there is some consciousness being had through Domi Reversi if you have the hockey that Rox has. And I think that Harold doesn't necessarily have that, but he's close to it the same way like Roger and Whitebeard could probably be a little close to it. This is why Emu probably visited Elbaf in person. in order to put Harold under.
Yeah.
And
Oh, you think he visited him in person?
yeah, I think
Because
he
I don't think
visited
you-
him through
Well,
Gunko.
the summoning circle
You
was
don't need
there.
to.
The summoning
No,
circle was
I
there.
don't
Right.
think the circle. I think he like legitimately probably sent one of the Gorosei or just like one of the holy knights, like
Or God's Knight.
Gunko. Yeah,
Yeah.
and just went there and
Because
was like, "Yo, I'm gonna take you
Imu-
over," and then
They
touch
don't
him.
need to be there to Domi Reversi somebody, right? Because we saw Garling Domi Reversi, the other members of the Davy clan, back when
No,
he was chasing rocks off the island. No,
no, Garling didn't do that.
who did it then?
We
Because
didn't
Imu
see-
wasn't
we
on the
didn't see
island
who
at that
did it.
point.
Well, Saturn was the only person there. Gunko is also there, but we don't know who did it. It was never confirmed.
Yeah.
He was just running with them. So Emu is crazy, dog. I have no
Yeah.
idea what's happening in this conversation.
I mean,
I think another-
Go ahead, Danny.
I was gonna say another thing that besides the whole dreaming aspect of him and him fearing that, the line right after that, their kind will never be seen again. What is their kind? Is that referring to people of the D clan? Were they both giants? What is that? What does that mean? Their kind, men who dream.
I think it's more the D clan or the Davy lineage.
So they were both members of the D clan, Joy Boy and Davy D Jones.
Well, I'll say
'Cause-
either one, right? Either the D clan or
Yeah.
the Davy, because like we don't know if D stands for Davy, right?
Right.
It can really be that's been the answer the whole time, and we don't know. Some people are mad.
That's what
'cause they're
I'm
like,
leaning towards.
oh, his
But
name be Davy Jones. I was like, well, there's a
Yeah.
Tony Chopper, so anything's possible.
Oh, that's true.
We've seen it done
depends.
before. He had the human fruit, just like Luffy. We don't know what Oda's up to.
He could be talking about anything though, too. That's the other part. Like he could be talking just about them, or he could be talking about people who have the ability to fight back.
Yeah.
Right? These are people that oppose his will, you know? Like these are people that like are directly challenging him or them in
Yeah.
total. And I think that he wants to suppress anything like that. And they have the power to do so because they're born with specialties that make it an issue for Emu. So
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
So, and we only 4 pages into the chapter. We haven't even gotten anywhere yet, right? So there's so much more to still talk about because I'm holding back some of my thoughts in regards to, the dealing with being Damiroversi'd and having your conscious, but I'll save that when we get further in. Let me read some of these super chats so we can get through. Shout out to the boss man Shonen Showdown who pays all the taxes. It was good to see you
This
today,
man.
brother. Doing it for the community. Don't mind me just paying my Moon Piece tax. So many legends in one chat. Quick question. Do you think there's a way to beat Emu's Domiverse or so who can pull it off? I think
Wow.
we
I'm glad we answered that question without reading the chat.
sorry, brother, man. We definitely yapped about that just now, but appreciate the super chat as always, brother. What else we got? Let's scroll down. Regal $5 super chat. I asked Larry before, but everyone else be honest. As end of series, who has or will surpass Rocks in strength? I want to say no one.
Wow. I want to say someone like Zoro is going to eventually end up doing that. End of series?
You think if it's gonna be anybody, it has to be Luffy. But like, I don't.
Well, yeah,
I
I
don't
was
think,
about to say, like, it would have to be Luffy.
like
Yeah,
Luffy would have to
dead
be the answer
giveaway.
before Zoro.
That's the
But, like, I
easy
don't-
answer,
no,
though.
But I don't even think Luffy ends up being stronger than Rocks.
I don't believe that.
I think narratively, like he has to be.
Does
Yeah.
it? It
Yeah.
doesn't have to be that way. This is obviously shown to be a story where people have to work together, right? It doesn't have to be so much so that the Straw Hats individually or Luffy individually has to be the one stronger. Honestly, we still haven't even seen all the Straw Hats fight one person at one time since Oars in Thriller Bark. So who's to say that's not going to be a moment where Luffy individually, yeah, he can't do it alone. That's been the conversation about One Piece at the end of the day, him not having to do it alone. It doesn't have to be a traditional shonen 1v1.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not even how we beat Kaguya. Kaguya
No,
was a
all right.
2v1. Broly,
Well, that was like a
2v1.
4v1. All right.
I mean, sure, I want to argue that, but I can't. Like, I have no points to argue that.
Yeah,
on, so,
yeah. I got nothing.
Is there anybody you guys think that would P that you think would be in the series stronger?
I
besides
don't.
Luffy?
I think Luffy is for me the easy answer. Other than that, like I don't see anybody else that
if I want to be an asshole, I'll say Katakuri, but I don't want to piss anyone off.
Yeah, but
Yo,
we know
Larry
that's
face
not-
already
yeah,
like, bro.
Larry face dropped,
He said you're not gonna.
man.
He said you're not gonna
Bro,
raise me. You're not gonna Tommy
you-
University me.
Just have to understand, I'm a fanboy of his. Don't get triggered.
There's no logic here. Just agendas.
Just copium,
Uh,
massive amounts.
Noble with the $10 super chat. What if the One Piece is the one piece missing to eliminate Emu forever? Hence why Emu fears it so much, because Davy and Joy Boy figured it out. The One Piece is Emu's nudes.
His nudes getting out.
That's the one thing that's going to defeat Emu, when the nudes get leaked.
That's not a bad idea though.
Ah.
It's just maybe that's why Emu seems to be so unbeatable, even if it's Conqueror's Hockey, a Double Fruit, whatever it may be. Maybe there is something that we're missing, some holy bullet to strike him down.
I mean,
it would be annoying if you guys seen Film Red, right?
yeah.
It'd be crazy if like Top Musica was just Emu the whole time, and like
Bruh, let me.
and the tablets that happen to be how you beat Top Musica or summon them is literally Joy Boy's One Piece and Davy Jones's Promise. You put them together, next thing you know, you got to fight Emu on both sides of the spectrum.
Well, like I don't think that is too
No,
crazy of a thing
no,
to say,
Corey,
because
Corey.
no,
No.
well, no, but like Oda has played around with these movies before to test run ideas that he has for later on in the story, and these movies a lot of times is like the first show of like, okay, you did it here in this little story, and then by the time you had to do it in the manga, you kind of perfected how you wanted to kind of execute that.
Yeah, bro.
And he glazes film. He loves Film Red. Do you know how much
Film Red was a
Uta
good
cards there
time.
are in the One Piece card game? It's unnecessary. So something about Top Music, and that was like the weirdest ability, I think.
Oh, that ability was just absolutely like OP like that.
But when you see Emu, is it that crazy? Now that we see what Emu could do?
Yo, listen, bro. Luffy turned Gear 5 in it too.
He did.
He
He
did
did
turn
for a
Gear
brief
5.
moment.
That could have been the
here
test
y'all.
run.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I hear it. It makes sense.
Listen, if Emu don't got a real body, where's his body at?
Where the body at? In the dream world.
Wow.
The
The
underworld.
pieces, they're lining up.
The underworld. All right. All we need is Uta to come back into the story.
Which do you think that's gonna happen? Like,
I hope
in all
not.
honesty,
I hope.
No.
Nah.
She's not a real person.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
So I think-
Nah, she's real.
She's real.
She's
No,
She's
she's real.
canon.
Yeah, she's
Uta's
canon.
canon?
she's canon.
Yes.
Yeah, she was in the manga, but like as a silhouette.
Okay.
And he,
No,
and
she
he,
was
I didn't know. I didn't know. I
drew
didn't know. I
cover
didn't.
stories.
I
She's
didn't know.
canon.
She's
Huh.
actually canon.
You know what? You know what? We don't care.
Okay.
Damn.
We don't care.
Jeez.
Yo.
Oh, that's crazy.
All right, LP, you want to take the next 2 pages?
Yeah, man. So we have Eam Sama saying, "End Davy by their own hand. Now erase all life that is involved with God Valley." Then we have Big Mom. Huh? Did you get bigger? Pause. Pause.
I mean, from her.
I mean, Jesus, though, Big Mom. Like, really?
She is fine.
We have Rock saying, "All of you move it. There's blood that must be erased from history." And then he hops up and stabs Kaido in the face. Yow! Hey, Rocks, what are you? Kaido is shocked, and Rocks one-shots Kaido into a mountain or a wall. I have no idea. We see at the next panel, Kaido is laid flat out, and we have Big Mom saying, "Damn you, Rocks, why are you turning on your own people?"
Oof. That line really surprised me when I read it. I was taken aback. I was like, wait a minute. You were rocking with me? For real, for real?
You didn't have faith in my girl, Lin Lin?
No.
She has
No.
Really?
loyalty, brother.
I
do think
didn't
so.
know. Because remember in Kaido's flashback, Big Mom even told Kaido, bro, don't just watch your back when it comes to that man Rocks. All right. He's a dirty, dirty pirate.
But
All right. He said that.
This is why, and again, I remember Danny, we had talked briefly about this in New York, and even we talked about this on top. This is why I am so conflicted at what Shanks did, because when you see that these mugs really were kind of rocking with each other, for Shanks to stop that, like I have issues.
You mean at Marine Ford?
Yeah, but
yeah.
which we talked about that. I still have issues with it, and even then, because Seb and Larry both stated, you know, the world government is an unnecessary evil. We need them there, and if they are not there, who is going to play the role of them? My, I guess, rebuttal back is, wouldn't that be like a great moment for the Revolutionary Army and Dragon to step up and take that place?
Dragon step up.
Listen, he might.
I mean, current timeline, we gotta wait. He did great in this flashback. Give all
he
the
did his
flowers.
best.
Give him his flowers.
All
Give
the
him flowers.
I mean, we'll get his flowers in a couple pages, but just so you guys know, I'm not slandering Dragon in the past. I'm just slandering Dragon now.
He didn't even save Shanks, man.
Yeah, I mean, Shanks is never gonna beat the rat allegations now that we have this.
He definitely isn't.
Dragon never saved Shanks.
I mean, he did in a way. He saved him from going back to the Celestial Dragon.
That's crazy.
So we give him partial credit.
Yeah, come on. We got partial credit.
It's more than what Garp did.
Come on, man.
Partial credit.
It's more than what
Shanks
Garp
saved
did.
himself. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
You know,
Shanks knew substitution jutsu,
which is wild to me.
Yeah, Shanks
like
was
a
over here
replacement. Like that's
you
know how long it took Naruto to learn that? Naruto downscale?
He never even learned it, actually.
But to see Kaido get one-shotted, I never thought in my days of being part of One Piece, I could say, man, I just watched Kaido get one-shotted? For real? Like, this is the lick back from when he one-shotted Luffy into a mountain? Is this Oda getting his lick back? Like, you one-shotted my main character, but now I'm going to get you one-shotted.
I never seen a character get little broed so hard.
He be getting little bro all flashback, though. They had him babysitting Big Mom kids. That's why he wasn't even allowed to be at Shaki's bar. They said, nah, you got to go watch Katakuri Oven.
Yeah, hate to see it.
Anything else here in these 2 pages before we move on?
No.
Not me there. I'll save it for next one.
All right, I'll take the next 2. Mostly action panels, so I guess I'll just do the next 4. We have Rocks. I don't want to say one-shotting, just kicking Big Mom down the lane into a mountain, flying past Newgate as Newgate looks seriously at him. Is that all we were to you, Rocks? Impediments? As Rocks rushes down Whitebeard. Yes! As we see the 2 of them clash, Whitebeard using the Quake fruit against a bat-winged Batman Rocks. Hockey clashing, quaking all over God Valley, crackling as the Marines look up, screaming, huh? Nunda! We see everybody screaming, run for your lives! The mountain's coming down as half of God Valley is falling down on the island. Rocks now running away, nowhere near Newgate to be seen. Mountain hitting the ground, pirates lunging all over the place. Ares still running with Teach to get away. All battleships along the northeast shore, withdraw and keep your distance as all the battleships look to the sea at God Valley. As we cut to northeast shore. That was dangerous, as the Celestial Dragon says. Who should we punish for allowing this to happen? Quickly, please, this way, everyone. Don't you dare leave without us, or we'll have you all put to death. Hurry, my lords. As we cut to southwest part of the island, as we see Rayleigh holding Shocky. Hurry up, Rayleigh. This island is doomed, as we hear in the Den Mushi. Roger better be all right in there. Treasure, can you believe how much there is? Whoa, it's a dead end as the pirates are still trying to escape. Make it snappy.
All right. I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed in some of these Rocks pirates not putting these pieces together, guys. You saw this man get held up, right? Getting choked out, and then he comes back down. Even Linlin's over here like, bro, did you get bigger? You don't see the wings.
See the wings?
You don't see the teeth. Like, his eyes are whited out.
Yo, you got a new ability, bro? Didn't know you had a devil fruit this whole time.
Oh, that's wild.
Like, come on, you guys have sailed the seas for months, if not years. 2 + 2 is 4.
You know what this guy looked like. He came.
Someone
back
call an
with
exorcist.
Walk like a duck, talk like a duck. Might be a chicken.
Like when Lin didn't put the pieces together and Kaido, like whatever. But Whitebeard, no, you're too smart for that, man.
And he acting like he getting broken up with. Like, oh my God, is that all I am to you? I thought we were more.
I was about to say, does it seem like that Whitebeard kind of knew what was going on? Like, he didn't seem as like shocked as the rest. It was more so like, dang, this kind of sucks. But like,
I agree with you because Lin got tossed, and that man didn't even try to like catch her. He just let that woman just go right past him, unfeathered. Did not blink.
He just kind of moved his head a little bit.
Just look like Luffy on Sabaody.
Yeah, like even that look just wasn't shocked. Like he kind of, I feel like he kind of knew what it was at this point in time.
I'm just impressed at the feat of them not even actually attacking this mountain, but all the chaos alone brought down half of this mountain. Like you would be that. Like they need to do a One Piece fan letter perspective for God Valley. It just has to be Dragon. Because Dragon,
oh man, that would be dope.
Just because you saw the scale of Dragon looking up at like Big Mama and them, he was like, God damn. So that's how they gotta do God Valley. It has to be from Dragon's perspective the whole time, or at least half of it.
Question for you guys: why didn't Whitebeard use his weapon?
I was gonna say that. I thought it was curious that man used his quake fruit in that because his sword.
Is that like a hold back type of thing? Like what's really good?
I don't know. Got any thoughts, Larry? Got any thoughts?
I mean, Whitebeard did the same thing against Odin. I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't fancy himself a swordsman. He just relies on his devil fruit too much.
Swordsman.
But you have
not swordsman, whatever you want to call it.
But yeah, you have like one of the legendary. Like I'm really just trying to understand. Like, and maybe he feels more comfortable with his devil fruit over his. Like I have no idea. But like if you're facing down a Dami reversed rocks, I would probably try to use the strongest thing in my arsenal, which maybe he thought that the quake fruit was. I'm not sure.
Larry, what you thinking?
Larry?
So there's two things I want to mention. All right. So the first being everybody's question is Rock stronger? For me, there's two ways to look at this. So you can look at Rocks being stronger for sure because of Domi Reversi. But I do think it only counts towards his physical attributes and immortality.
Why?
Because every time we've seen somebody, they've gotten bigger, they've gotten wings, and they've gotten teeth, and overall they're just pretty
and regeneration.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're physically, he's stronger, he's bigger. That's it. Probably faster too. Now, when it comes to the hockey aspect, that's what makes Rocks very special. I do think that Domi Reversi happens to put a limiter on his willpower. I don't think that he's as strong. I don't think he's as strong with Domi Reversi as he is as a normal person, because when you need to use hockey, and Mihawk said this to Luffy during Marineford, you're surprisingly calm. That's why you were able to see that I was going to basically cut off your arms. When we seen Katakuri, he says, yo, you're using observation hockey at this certain point. It's because you're calm. So it heavily reflects on if you're calm, if you're necessarily like, able to push further because it's your choice, it's your will. Where Imu's saying, you're under my will. Whatever your will is now tainted. Therefore, you can't use the utmost of your hockey as you normally would. So even though Rocks is using his Conqueror's hockey, it's not the Conqueror's hockey he would actually perform at his best with.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it, right? So there's a trade-off. And he's plenty strong enough, just like base form, that he doesn't need like a higher hockey ceiling, right? So Domi Reversi just making it very hard for you to even fight him is crazy. The second point I'll make is about his crew. I agree with you guys 100%. It's kind of stupid that nobody really has put something together. But I will say this. And this is why I said the first part. I think the reason why Kaido, Big Mom, and even Whitebeard himself, I don't think they're going all out.
Yeah.
Now,
You don't think so?
no, I
maybe
don't think they're
Kaido.
going all out. It's for the longest time, people have been telling me this has been as long as Rocks has been out, that the way their crew is set up, they didn't care about Rocks. And through the many things that has happened throughout the story, like Preston said, Big Mom was like, yo, don't trust Rocks, this, and that. But I don't really think that's the case. I think that was early on when Kaido was first joining and he was 15. The crew was around for a couple, but
Yeah.
like Big Mom wasn't around for a couple. So she didn't really know what was going on, right? But even if so, I think that they started to develop such a love for him and they were going to stay a crew even after everything was over. I think they saw him as an actual captain because Conqueror's hockey users only follow other Conqueror's hockey users, and either your dream has to align with theirs or you have to, I wouldn't say beat into submission, but you have to somewhat respect them enough to follow them. And I think that's what happened with Kaido, Big Mom, and Whitebeard. Now, they stayed back to fight with him when they didn't have to.
That's that loyalty.
Right? Now, Rocks is turned into whatever he is. And then look at the words that like each of these guys say. So Rocks attacks Kaido and Kaido doesn't even attack him back. He goes, hey, Rocks, what do you do? And before he does it, he's thrown against the wall in one shot with hockey, right? But the thing is, remember, Kaido got kicked in the face by Rocks before on Pirate Island. And he immediately went to go attack him. And they had to hold Kaido back. So there's already a love aspect that they have with their captain. Yeah. Now, when you look at Big Mom, who Preston pointed out, said, yo, don't trust Rocks. She uses the words, damn you, Rocks, are you turning on your own people? So she already considers Rocks her captain, but she's like, she's his people. Like, that's my gang, bro. Like, that's my guy. Yeah. So and then we get to Whitebeard, right? And Whitebeard himself, he sees Big Mom fly across. He's like, yo, that was crazy. But he looks forward and he doesn't say a thing. He just looks at Rocks and then Rocks pushes towards him. And then he goes, is that all we are to you, Rocks? Impediments, which is like another word for like hindrance.
Yeah.
So Whitebeard, instead of using his Kuda whatever sword, his blade, he uses his Quake fruit instead and infuses Conqueror's hockey into it.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then you see on the next panel, Whitebeard's nowhere to be found. So I think everybody in these panels are emotionally conflicted.
Yeah.
And this is where they realized how much they actually admire and adore and respect Rocks. And they don't know what's going on because one, he's always been there for them, even though everybody has had the attitude of not being there for him.
Yeah.
Until this very moment.
I mean,
so
my fault. Go ahead.
It's like, for me right now, I think Rocks is limited with his hockey. Domi Reversi is serving as the template. I think that each of these people decided not to go there all against Rocks either.
Yeah.
Boom. That.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel the same way there because once again, going on that impediment thing, you can tell that they are emotionally hurt. That idea of not trusting Rocks was back when they was winning from Davy back fights. Right. You know what I mean? They've been doing this whole plan for Rocks for like, what? It's been like maybe 4 years, 3 years. Oh, as the time has gone, you know what I mean? You see them all hanging out in Shocky Ball. You could tell that there's camaraderie here, but you also knew, based on especially how Oda paneled it, that there were specific people that half of Rocks' crew was people that was just there for the bag, and there's another half that's truly like, oh, this is like Rocks' OG Straw Hats. You know what I mean? Whitebeard, that the love he has for him obviously was there. You can see Kaido was little bro this whole time, getting that mindset of hockey over everything. Hockey runs all. Was him learning this from Rocks, knowing Rocks didn't have a devil fruit. And Big Mom as a character, she has shown to care about Rocks in regards to like him having a family, that whole conversation in Shocky Bar. So yeah, I think they are holding back. That's why we're not even seeing like Whitebeard himself, who you would think is the strongest of the three currently, not being completely beaten. We just don't even know as of now. We kind of off-screened it.
You know when I first noticed, bro, that they were actually a crew? And it was the very first time where like the Davy back fights were a way to gain the crew and such, right? And they followed him out of code of honor. It was when Rocks decided to tell them, you guys may leave if you want.
Yep.
You guys don't have to be here.
I'm gonna come here.
You can go. You can go. And to tell conquerors that, they would either disrespect you and leave, or they'll stay because they respect you. And I kept telling people this. Conquerors don't act like normal people, bro. If you try to put Kid and you try to put anybody else under, like, look what happened with Ace. He fought Whitebeard 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying? Odin fought Whitebeard. Whitebeard didn't even want conquerors on his ship because they're too much of a hassle. He learned that with Rocks. But the thing is, when Rocks gave them the outs, they said, "Nah, bro, we gonna stick with you."
Yeah.
We're gonna stick with you.
How long do you guys think characters like Big Mom, Kaido, and even Whitebeard are going to stick around after this initial interaction? Because we know how this chapter ends, right? We already know that. So where do we go from here? Kaido, Big Mom, they both get up, they shake it off.
They wake up and probably leave.
Because while Big Mom was there for the initial clash, she was really going to that meetup just to get Kaido, just to fight him, because Kaido had just eaten the devil fruit, and so she
but it was friendly. You know what I mean? That was a friendly.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was like
sibling.
Like I know, right? She was mad, but I don't think like to the point of she wasn't going to kill you.
But she wasn't there to back up Rocks. Not necessarily.
I think you gotta understand like the intent behind it. You know that she was coming to the smoke. She could see all of that going on.
Right.
Big Mom. This ain't like wedding cakey, freaking out Big Mom. This is a Big Mom.
This is like temper tantrum, like big sis, like big brother, little brother, big sis, like
I'm gonna beat your ass after we beat this thing.
Like we gonna do this, and then after that, like
no one wins when the family feuds. You know what I mean? So like that, she went clearly for the priority. Otherwise, she would have swung at Kaido.
Which we've seen her do, like lose temper a few times. Like with Kaido, she didn't. Like she kind of.
Yeah, sure. She saw what was really going on, and she was like, "Okay, I have to switch it up real quick." But she's definitely leaving after this.
Well, that's where the hurtness comes from, right? Like they don't know what's going on. They have not figured it out.
Right. And I think that's the issue, is that they haven't figured it out. I think they go their separate ways. I think this one moment in time becomes too painful, too hurtful for them to talk about any type of thing. And I think just like siblings, like when you have family rivals sometimes, or family issues, sometimes things can bubble up so bad that either you don't talk about it and you leave it alone, or if you do talk about it, it erupts even more. I think that's what's going on with this family, is like, we don't talk about Bruno. We go our separate ways. Holla at you. Like I think this one moment
pirates will betray each other. Like all of that is trauma, a trauma response.
I think that this messed that up for them
on God Valley.
Because as you can see, like they were cool.
Yeah.
Like they were cool. So I think this like kind of messed everything up for them.
Yeah, man.
This is like a soap opera right here. This is heartbreaking. The betrayal.
They could have been great. So we got a mountain falling down. We still see Eris, and Eris is running with Teach. Shout out to Eris, top mom.
Mom of the series.
You see the Celestial Dragons applying pressure because they just want to escape. Rayleigh being the gooner that won. The
gooner that won.
I mean,
he won Goon Piece.
He won Goon Valley for sure. Like all the gooners came, and he was the gooner that rose above it all through all the adversity.
Rayleigh is not participating in No Nut November.
That's the one that got him. That's what got him. He was ready to go too. He's like, I can't.
I do want to point out one other thing, though. Oh, two other things. So one, it looks like Rox won this clash with Whitebeard, which is why Rox was able to run, like to where he had to go. Like Whitebeard is not in the story after this, right?
I hate that it was off screen. Well, we don't. Yeah, in the chapter, no.
Yeah.
I think they get separated. Sorry, go.
Yeah, the second part is the treasure chest that the Roger Pirates are carrying. Their Z's. It looks like Shanks is sleeping in the chest.
I saw that.
Totally missed that.
Yeah, Shanks is night in the chest.
He's knighted, and I don't like that anyway.
I mean, you know that's where he's gonna end up the whole time.
No,
this is inevitable. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about how he got on the crew. Like,
you just want
he just woke up in a
Woke up in a chest. He crawled in.
To your point, Larry, like I think that's what I wanted. Like,
you want a dragon to do more, and he
Which no, I'm not saying that do more. Like I think he did a phenomenal job. I think I wanted him to carry out this one thing, and he didn't.
I think. Well, I mean, I guess we're about to get to that page, but that's
the
the beauty of how we get the dragon now, right?
Yeah,
that's his character. I don't get why people ain't surprised, bro.
He's ready to
Like he's
flame
been this way
him.
since day one, bro.
Oh man.
All right. Well, Danny, you want to take the next 2 pages?
Yep. As we cut to a defeated dragon slamming his fists on the floor. Damn it. Can't even save a single baby. Where'd he go? As we now cut to Ivankov and Kuma, as Kuma is gasping for air. You have to stop, Kuma. If you keep going, you'll put us in danger. Kumachi. Oh, there still might be lives I can save. Oh, a person. As we cut to bum ass Captain John.
Useless Captain John.
Yo, what?
Curses,
Why is he a
stupid.
bum?
We'll get to
What
that.
you mean?
Curses.
But y'all just don't.
Sorry.
Anyway,
We can't. Sorry.
Curses, stupid Ganzui. As he's limping away, and now we see Ganzui. Shiki! Is there even any escape off this island? You thought you could get the best of me, as we see Shiki flying away with a treasure chest over his shoulder. All forces to the shore. We need stretchers. I can't get there. The woods are on fire. Now we cut to Rocks pushing trees out of the way as he finally finds Eris and Teach. XEBEC, you look just like... So you lost then? I'm sorry, dear. You had to face off in order to save us, but it was too early, wasn't it? Oh, Teach. We'll jump into the sea. We just have to swim, whatever it takes to keep the Davy blood alive. You have to survive, no matter what it takes. Escapees at the shore as the Marines ready their cannons and take aim. A lot happening in these 2 pages. We see a lot of characters, a lot of different characters. What sticks out to you guys the most?
Well, before Larry can lead with hate for Dragon,
Oh, true.
Let me just get my niceness. Let me lead with love before Larry leads with hate.
You should let him read that next page too, bro, because it's all one part of it.
All right.
Take next
All
thing.
right.
Well, I was trying to give UMP opportunity.
Oh no, y'all go ahead.
No. You guys.
It's all part of the same combo.
All right. So as the Navy takes aim, Rocks also raises up his sword to take aim as he swings down towards Eris. At the same time, the Navy shoots their cannons towards their direction as they both look on to the landscape ahead. Oh no! But watch out! Kuma comes.
RKO from out of nowhere.
Pops himself and Eris away, evading both Rocks and the cannonballs as you hear nothing but Emu looks off towards the explosion. Continue, Davy. Snuff out every light of life left on the island. Hurry up, Vice Admiral Garb. There's no time. No, you hurry. How many are still on the island? Where are you now, Roger? Man, I'm fine. Once everyone's on the ship, let me know. Got that? As we see pirates getting slaughtered by Rocks. Stop it, Rocks. Rocks? Why does he look like that? As we see him looking menacingly.
Snarling. So.
All right, let's get the dragon head out of the way.
Well, Dragon did a great job on God Valley. Yes. He got
as a fodder.
He was fodder.
He was
fodder. He's literally fodder.
There, you gotta give him.
This was the day Dragon realized he was a side character.
Yes, just like RDC sketch, and he said, "Why I don't have theme music? Everybody else got theme music but me?" He was.
I don't understand why Dragon don't have the Rokushiki powers, bro. Like Kobe had it.
He was, yeah.
Well, Dragon
that's actually true.
Dragon just got here last week.
No.
He ain't trained under Garb, yo. Like,
exactly. Kobe trained under
bro.
Garb.
Yeah, but maybe he didn't have. Maybe
Kobe was about to get KO'd in Marineford by Akainu. Everybody here is stronger than Akainu.
That Kobe would beat this Dragon, no diff.
And to Larry's point, yes. And I think that's the issue that I have, because if he grew up to be this guy and we're talking about Dragon, why was he such fodder here because
Yeah, he's
Kobe
bugged,
here
bro.
was not.
Like he's really bad, bro. Like he's bad.
But he
I-
did do a good
So
job. though.
maybe he got no
did do a good
hands.
job.
Maybe he got no hands. But his thing,
No, not maybe. He ain't got no hands for sure, but he did do a good job.
Well,
He
I saw
just
somebody
first
leave a
season
comment.
Aaron Yeager from Attack on Titan.
Just gotta let him scream, let him cry it out first, brother.
Just
call him
constantly
Aaron
getting whooped.
You gotta let him cry first. Like I saw somebody leave a comment just now saying like, "Oh, Kuma's the better revolutionary, right?" Kuma is a different type of MVP, right? Oda, Kuma. I want to say Kuma is Oda's favorite child, but then what he did to abuse him makes me think that he might be a middle child. But when it comes to as a faction, when you are doing a revolution, you know, real life things, you need an organizer and you need somebody who's going to be with the shits, who's going to be a LeBron. You still need a coach. Dragon is the coach. He's the Eric Spoelstra for the Miami Heat. And Kuma is the LeBron.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm getting.
Wait,
here.
so
You still need
Kuma
both.
is who he is because of Dragon?
Kuma's able to, the Revolutionary Army is able to exist as an entity because of
Oh.
Dragon, right? Kuma's able to continue to just freelance, risk himself, because that's what Kuma does. He's reckless. He will let himself possibly die at any moment's notice to save somebody, and then that would be it, right? But Dragon is much more practical. When you want to plan anything in life, you need somebody who's going to be practical. Do I wish he would do something and not look east? Yes. Agenda aside, right? Using my media literacy. This is what you need for Dragon to be, to have this motivation, to feel this low as
Despair.
a person. Like I couldn't even, like, that's how trash I am. He's acknowledging I'm so trash. I couldn't even save a single baby. I'm a fraud. The fraud watch was right. Fraud watch is over. I've been labeled. This is what I am. And he's gonna definitely get out of this and find a way to become better, become stronger. His will may change. Everything about him changes from this day forward. You know what I mean? So now you can slander Dragon if you want, Larry.
I mean, listen, bro. We know who the real leader of the Revs is, and it's not Dragon. It's Ivankov. We know who the new face is that's going to accomplish everything Dragon should accomplish, and that's Sabo. What we need Dragon for, bro?
We don't know yet.
His son there, bro. His son gonna do anything he needs to, and Dragon gonna sit there and be like, "Damn, yo, I should have been there." That was the baby.
I mean, maybe
save,
he's the
but
man
chose not
that's
to.
like giving the commands though. Like, you think Sabo can give commands like that at this juncture
Sabo's
in
a
time?
hothead. He would have been stuck in Dressrosa fighting Jesus Burgess for mad long.
Dragon's the
No,
guy
I
with the
think he is-
connects.
Yeah, he is the guy with the plan.
He's the info broker.
You need the
Cool,
idea
bro.
guy. Otherwise, you just running around like chickens without a head off.
And
He
we've
can
seen
sit down
Sabo.
and write. That's crazy.
Wow,
You
that's
see
all
that
you
smirk,
limiting him
son?
to?
You see that smirk? The way I'm like, I can't trust.
You could just draw. You just draw plans, yo. It's wild, yo.
No, you just play.
Man,
Yo, that's
you need
just.
a plan, man.
You never revolutioned before. You know how
Hold on,
easy
hold
it is
on,
to
hold on.
revolution.
Why Captain John getting hate though? I'm confused.
Because everybody
Why
hates
not?
Kid. Everybody hates Kid. I think that's
Any-
what
He
any
got one
holder
shotted by
that-
Mr. Five.
He got one shotted by a booger.
Okay, but
Hold
first of
on,
all,
though.
that's a running gag. Like, come on, even with Mr. Five, that's a running. Like, let's not do that.
Hold on,
You
though.
got smacked out by the bomb fruit or whatever, and a snot was snot.
So
Hold
when
on,
Mr.
though.
Five does it, it's cool. But when
He's
It's
a
cool when
glass cannon. He's a
It's
glass
cool- it's cool
cannon.
when-
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do
when
it.
I do it,
I feel like y'all being a little disrespectful.
To who? Kid or John?
I think you being disrespectful
Oh.
to John. Cause like Gonzwe, hold on. So like when Mr. Five
The
had the
Thriller
devil
Bark
fruit,
zombie?
well, hold on. When Mr. Five had the devil fruit, he said he never used it correctly. He was like, "Yo, I'm actually a bad user of this bomb fruit, right?" And he named his moves after bombs. But you have Gonzwe, who's in Rox's crew, who most likely knows hockey to compete with some of these guys in the crew, right? And some of these guys are not chumps. Like Rox's crew is full of monsters. He most likely uses the fruit in a way that Mr. Five couldn't. Even his explosion is much bigger than Mr.
Yeah.
Five's. Like Gonzwe seems like he's really a big deal. And plus, I'm gonna throw this out there. Even the move he used might have been reminiscent of a Sky Island person.
Because of the red dragon, the flying
Is a
snake.
snake cannon, red sky snakes cannon.
Something. Yeah.
You
And
talking about
he
from the
wears
dude that
all
have the
armor.
dog?
He wears all armor. No. He probably is wearing armor like Gonfall wore. But what I'm saying is, this is a guy that like is in the Rocks. You can't downplay anybody in a Rocks crew, dog.
Sure. So
Yeah,
why did
okay,
Captain John
so why
get one
Captain
shot?
John got one shot? He's in the same crew.
He's a glass cannon. He took one hit and he's out for the count.
He was over here like had smoke
Captain
coming out
John's
his
not a
mouth.
fighter though.
So that's why he sucks.
Oh,
He's
come
not a
on, you
fighter.
guys. If that's the case, Dragon sucks because we haven't seen him. Well, Larry would
At this
agree,
point,
but-
yes.
Well,
Dragon is
both,
fodder.
Both
We
of
just
these
said
two
it.
end up being zombies in Thriller Bark, so we're scaling them properly. And
No, we don't know what
obviously-
happened to get them there. Come on, Corey.
No, we can't say that.
Come on.
We can't say that.
dog.
Because
Guys, God Valley
there's
is Thriller
somebody
Bark. What are we
there's somebody
talking
on
about?
Rox's crew by the name of Gil Bastar, and he was like a main character in one of Oda's like
The one shot.
practice copies. Yeah,
Yeah.
one shot. And he was nasty. Like nasty, bro. He was a sharpshooter. Extremely nasty. And he got turned into a zombie general too. We don't know when they died though.
Isn't Gil Bestar on this island too?
He's apparently on this island too.
It sounds like they all die here.
No.
We don't know.
So,
We don't know.
So hold on.
They got all three bodies in Thriller Bark. And
No, but that's not how because Gecko Morio still has to get to them like before they decay, before that, and that doesn't happen to another 15 years. So they still have to be somewhat alive.
Nah, you just need the dead body and you Gucci, bro. Ryuma's
No, but
body
dead
is
bodies
mad
decay.
old. Ryuma's body is
no.
mad
Yeah, and he was a
old.
skeleton. He was a skeleton.
And it was still able to use the power. Decay has nothing to do
Yes,
with it.
but
That's
Gonzui and Captain John was a skeleton, I believe.
bro.
when
They
we
were
saw him
all
on
they
Thriller
were
Bark.
dead.
Yes,
no
but there's a
decay
difference
here.
between zombies and
I mean,
skeletons.
do you have to touch them? Right, number one. But number two, like they can still decay, but does he not have to get to them before they decay and then they
you put
decay
the
afterward?
you put the it doesn't. You could put the shadow into anybody, right? You have what's his name, the doctor Hogback or whatever.
Dr.
He
Hogback.
does his things to piece them back together to add muscle. He does enhancements, right, to the zombie body. Or's body is thousands of years. We're using the word decay for.
Yeah, but
been no-
Orz's body was frozen.
yeah,
They found him
yeah.
in like an iceberg.
Yeah,
There's
to
a
your point,
difference
yes.
there.
but there were so many years
Oh, y'all
behind.
need to do a
I
little
just
bit of
don't. I
research
just
on
don't
this.
think the
Let's see.
decaying thing has anything to do with it because if that's the case, he was able to use both a zombie body and a skeleton body. Either way, it didn't matter. He was able to just turn them into zombies by putting the shadow in.
So Thriller Bark actually was like it landed inside that area, the Florian Triangle, and I think it was about like 24 years ago or something like that. No, 12 years ago.
12 years. I knew
It
it was more.
arrived in the Florian Triangle, right? So if we go by like 12 years ago, then that means that if not Thriller Bark, if God Valley was 38 years ago, then there's obviously like 24 years of missing information. So that just means that Captain John could have died anywhere after because he still has to get his treasure to that special spot that Buggy's looking for.
True.
You don't
So
think it
he
already
survived
exists?
after this? Yeah. So in my opinion, I think Kid either is a lot. I forgot how old Kid is, but Kid is either
It's like
alive.
22.
No,
Kid is
older than that.
23.
Yeah.
No,
Kid is 23.
Okay.
So it's very possible that like Captain John died just before Kid was born, or he died a little bit after Kid was born, and then that's when he ate his devil fruit. Because it doesn't state when he ate the Jika.
Yeah.
Also, Corey, you're right.
What?
about
The decay. You're right.
Oh, like it didn't matter. You know, yeah, the decay
don't
things.
matter.
Yeah, like that's we trying to
old,
apply
old,
like
old.
too much science.
I
You know what I
tried.
mean?
Mhm.
Trying to think what else. I mean, Shiki's running. Shiki's having a good time here. When
Yo.
my first read through when Rox pulled up on Eris, and even though I didn't know what was gonna happen here, but like I was seeing like, damn, I hate to see this. This sucks.
I really thought he was about to kill Eris, but Kuma MVP over here, and I called it. Kuma was going to be the one. Eris, I just didn't know if it was going to be Eris and Teach who made it off the island,
Yeah.
or just Teach. But it looks like Teach got to grow up with a mom. So again, Eris, best mom of One Piece.
And it seems like it shows why Teach knows a lot more than he should because
Yeah.
Eris ain't no Eris is, in regards to the intelligence level, she's piecing together things faster than the Rocks pirates, right?
Which
She's-
is go ahead.
I mean that's wifey, right? She rides with the Davy clan. She understands. She knows ball. So she's like, okay, I already saw our parents or your parents, right, transformed and look like this. So the fact that you showing up looking the same way your parents did, you lost, right? She pieced that together. So her still being locked in, she was like, no, we gotta survive. We get out of here. She's willing to jump into the water. Yep. I'm like, no, this is Kobe level feats.
The fact that she said, I'm sorry, dear, you had to face this off in order to save us, but it was too early, wasn't it? But it was too early, wasn't it? Was like, huh.
He didn't have
she
none
was
of his
in
tools.
on the plan.
He didn't have none of his tools.
In on the plan. That's why Blackbeard
fruits.
knows he has to go after certain things.
Yeah.
She told him, be like, your dad, this was his objective.
And that's what I'm gonna say. To Larry's point, like, in order to get these devil fruits, like, you needed to get these in order to accomplish. But obviously, she knew that it was like, hey, yo, it was too soon. Damn it.
Yeah.
And like we think the whole archaeologist part of Teach, right, probably comes from, yes, Eris, them being able to grow up on the Lucia or whatever they end up, and her teaching him all these things, and then him being like, okay, I'm gonna take that information, learn a little bit more, learn exactly how I can find. Like, you know I said it on your show, Larry. This is why Thatch had to get clapped.
It is what it is. It's for the greater good. It's for the sacrifices.
Pirates get shot every day, B.
He could have easily been like, bro,
let me get that.
This is what this fruit is, and I think you should give it to me.
Like, he worked with him for years. He knows Thatch is a dirty bastard.
Thatch would have been like, okay.
The Thatch slander is crazy. He said Thatch is a dirty.
If Blackbeard knew, he worked with him for years. If he thought that Thatch would just give him the fruit, yeah, sure, he could have asked him. But you know what? He cut the conversation, stabbed that man on the spot, and was like, "Give me that.
Give me that."
I need to put some respect on Captain John, bro.
Captain John?
You still think about Captain John?
You got it,
trolling, sir.
That is disrespectful.
You trolling?
I thought you were about to say you got to put respect on Thatch.
Yeah, I thought you were about to defend Thatch. You didn't even care about Thatch.
So I pointed out earlier that in my live reaction, this is how Shiki probably gets his grand fleet, because this chest he has is worth 1 billion berries.
Yeah.
Yep. Only for that fleet to get washed out in a storm.
Hey, man. We didn't say it's going to be high quality. You just got the bodies. Right? You just got the bodies. It's like the Game of Thrones Golden Army. You know what I mean? We thought that it was going to be high quality, but they pulled up and it was all scrap.
The Unsullied?
Was it? No, it was the Golden Army. They bought like the Golden Army. The Unsullied is something completely different. That's great.
Okay. Yeah.
So this goes into my side piece theory that Davy Jones left something behind too, the same way Joy Boy did, because Edis actually said the same exact thing that Roger told everybody else after they found the One Piece, that they were too early.
Yeah.
Well, I'm telling you, bro.
Well, I thought the earliness was coming with the idea of him knowing that he needed all these things, and then also in his head he knew that if he went here to God Valley to deal all of this, he said before he got there, he's like, all right, I'm probably gonna die. Like, I'm not prepared. I don't have all the stuff I need. I think that could be a part of it, but I thought she was more or less saying the idea of like, oh, you didn't even want to come fight this guy yet. Like, you knew that this was a possibility that he'd probably be here, and you came anyway instead of just.
But that just
trying to be a good dad.
But that just follows when Rox first saw Emu and threatened him.
Yeah.
So it's still too early.
Yeah.
Like, either way.
What's that boy from Blue Lock name? The goalie, Gagamaru.
Yeah, Gagamaru.
That's how your boy Kuma was looking today. That's how your boy was. That's how he was looking today. Listen, I'm anime only. I see whatever Danny reads when he reads it streaming, but I had to clap it up for that boy. Because how you just continue? How is he's like the top 5 MVP of One Piece?
But wait, so he's gone now. So like Ivankov was like right next to him.
I think.
Did he send Ivankov off before he found Eris? Because Kuma just.
Yeah, I think he poofed them all away first. I mean, obviously he did because. Well, I mean, he did because they show up.
Yeah.
So they're safe. We see Kuma's backstory already.
Yeah. So no, good for him. But these Marines, man, oh my God, just shooting everybody that gets to shore. Jesus.
And Emu is locked in. Like Emu believes, I guess, that they're dead. And he just tells them to continue on just taking out everybody else.
Which is
True.
wild to me. Like, I
Huh.
feel like that's what every terrible villain does is you assume that people are dead when you know good and well this is go check.
Hey, maybe you should go physically see.
go
Go
look
look
at
for the
that.
body, bro.
But yeah.
Look for the body.
Unless they fell into the ocean. He could have just assumed that they fell into the
You got a
ocean.
bunch of little Marines there who do whatever they told. Tell them to jump in that water and find it.
Jump in the water. Oh
Tell them to
my
go
God.
do that. Emu wills it. Go jump in the water and go find those bodies.
Which I'm just always shocked that, like, because Emu could have probably done that himself, could have tracked down XEBEC's wife and offed her himself, but sent, and I guess for the dastardly deeds of it and to get XEBEC to do it, understandably so. But if it's something that important to you, like, I am always at shock and awe when
Do it
it's
yourself.
like,
The Marines have shown to be the whole organization of the world government has shown to be
do it yourself.
What's the word I want to use? Inadequate or
Incompetent?
just incompetent. Yeah, incompetent in so many ways. And obviously, I guess Emu in this moment just knows that their presence is off the island, so he probably just thinks that okay, they're gone, because it doesn't know that Kuma is out here popping bodies,
people away.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
even then,
mean?
with all of that, dude, and maybe Emu didn't know that what was in the treasure chest. But again, if you knew the devil fruits that was there, this could also be a possibility that somebody's getting pooped off the island.
I don't think he knew, actually.
Yeah,
I think he doesn't even
It's hard to
think about
say.
devil fruits. Emu seems like a character that just like is so high and mighty.
And
You miss cracks like that. Like, I don't know what devil fruits is there. I don't care about.
And that's why you got people in place to care about these types of things.
Yeah, it's just like the dragon fruit. I don't give a damn about no dragon fruit. I don't give a damn about no pawpaw
I'm
fruit.
worried about world domination.
Yeah, I will dom university, whatever.
Yeah, no, to your point, yes.
And then I guess we got these last couple moments with Roger and Garp, getting their phone calls from their counterparts.
Just saying they're locked in on the islands. They ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, they want to make sure whatever's going down here is fully resolved. But shout out to Ares, shout out to Teach, shout out to Kuma. They out of
Kuma is
here.
the GOAT. Kuma is the GOAT.
Legend. So Larry, you want to take us home, take this final 2 pages?
Yeah. So Garp, Roger, they both inhale quite a bit of air, and then they both yell out simultaneously, "Get out here, Rocks!" while unleashing their Conqueror's hockey. Emu takes notice and questions if that's Davy, and then Rocks appears in front of both men. As Rocks looks like Super Shredder from Ninja Turtles.
nice callback, brother.
Garp says, "Look what a mess you are." And Roger goes, "Can't let you go after my crew." And then they both take notice of a certain voice. And we see that Rocks is using the voice of all things. And he calls out to Roger and Garp. Roger puts his hands on his head and goes, "What's that voice?" And then we hear, "Help me." Garp continues to look on. Roger goes, "Why do you look like that?" And then Rocks starts crying mid Domi Reversi, saying, "Please, just kill me." Garp and Roger both have a very depressing look on their face of, utter despair. And then Rocks starts charging after them.
Ending the chapter.
Yeah.
Yo.
To your point, Corey, I guess sometimes it's just not a one for all. Like it's two of these mugs gonna have to team up to.
It's gonna take two. It don't gotta be 1v1s. It don't gotta be 1v1s, man. Before we kind of break down these last 2 pages, I forgot to read the super chats before, so let me get these out the way real quick.
This last super chat is wow. Can't wait to get to that.
Kiaril, $5 super chat. If Kuma never joined the revolutionaries, he would have saved his wife. That's probably what would have happened, but we don't know how that would have turned out if he would have just pulled up to Mary Joie like that, especially with Emu up there. Noble, another $5 super chat. This is when Dragon realized he needed a devil fruit to compete.
If he gets one.
Maybe his hockey so strong he changes the weather. Right? Brings out lightning. Lucky Roo with the $2 super chat.
Oh my
Do
god.
what?
Yes, wow.
Larry, what
Do
you
y'all
be doing?
think-
Larry, what do you be doing over there?
Do y'all think white women
I
can
don't
be
even know what
studs?
that's talking about, bro.
Hashtag.
I don't know what you're talking about. They got the Larry tax right here.
That's not me, bro.
That's not me.
That's AI.
Listen, but they'd be called butch.
I would say no. Only black women can be studs.
Yeah, black and Spanish women could be
Yeah.
studs. White women is butch.
We got another one from Marco again, $2 super chat. Shanks and Whitebeard versus Garp and Kaido. Who wins? Prime.
Shanks and Whitebeard versus Garp and Kaido.
I'm gonna give it to Garp and Kaido probably because Garp is just shown to just be a menace.
Yeah, if you're talking about full prime, yeah, I've got to go Garp and Kaido.
I don't even think Garp needs Kaido.
Well, like, I don't know. What do you guys think? What you
No,
say? I don't think
Garp
Garp needs
would
Kaido
need-
is wicked. You think
Garp
Garp
would need-
solos Shanks and Whitebeard?
Yeah,
That's
not gonna
crazy.
happen.
2v1?
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
Like, you wildin'.
Either way, I think Garp and Kaido are taking Shanks and Whitebeard.
I'm gonna go Garp and Kaido.
I'm gonna go Garp and Kaido as well.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same page. Because, like, I think another thing what I'm realizing with One Piece, which is, like, kind of an, I guess, not an issue, but just a part of Naruto, was that the weaker generation, besides, like, Naruto and Sasuke having, like, these godly powers, were not stronger than the generations before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the younger ones.
Hold on, you mean Naruto?
And Naruto, like, as a story. Like, when they talk about, like, the Sannin and they talk about all these other, like, the people that they had to fight in this great ninja war, like, from the past, a lot of those wins was, like, ass pulls for the story, right? They always, like, they had to get jumped. They had to jump all those characters from the past as opposed to them being 1v1s. The Gaara's dad or whatever, right? And then Kintoki, whatever. Not Kintoki. That's the anime, right?
You talking about
No,
Gintama?
they're canon.
Yeah. No, there was I didn't know there was. I don't know if I'm saying that name right. That's why.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
The ones who
boys
ate the inside of Kurama to have some of the chakra.
Oh,
like
the twin boys.
Yeah, the twins.
The-
Like
the
everybody the current timeline was fighting, those ninjas from the past were still stronger than the current ninja.
Oh, but they needed like a little boost to kind of.
It's just like plot helped them win.
I mean, to your point,
Okay.
like Madara fighting like the five, stumped a mud
Cooked them.
hole.
A
Washed
whole
them.
5 Hokage couldn't beat the first. Well, not the first Hokage, but you know what I mean. He's from that generation.
Yeah, he could. They could.
Toby
they could-
Rama cooking them. Third Hokage still cooking them. They still getting cooked by dudes like relics from the past. So like it once again doesn't have to be a story where the people that's in the new generation just surpass everybody in strength from the past.
All right. Let's see you.
But yeah, now we can break down these last 2 pages.
Well, no, we got one more.
Oh, for real?
Noble, $5. Shout out to the One Piece Talk and Life with Anime and Moon Piece podcast for having the dope chapter analysis and breakdown.
Thanks, man.
Thanks. It's avocado. All right.
All right, now we can do it.
Now we can do it. How we feeling about these last 2 pages?
I'm wondering, is this confirmation that Garp has the voice of all things?
That was going to be for me.
Like-
but do you have to have it to hear it?
I
Yes.
think
I
so.
would assume so.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
assume so. So Garp, Roger obviously has it, right? But like Garp, is this just body language that he's like, I
Nah.
don't know if he has the voice of all things.
It makes sense for Garp to have it.
Why?
I mean, Luffy has it.
That genetics has nothing to
Yeah,
do with it,
yeah.
my guy.
Well, I just meant narratively for the story right now. Like, if there's any, I just think that Garp was supposed to be something special, but just chose this path.
But it just doesn't seem like to Danny's point, why would he have it? Like I understand why other characters would have it, but nothing in his character, nothing in his nature screams that he should have the voice of all things.
Well, it's
Yeah.
not
Like
a
Garp could just be reacting to Rock's crying, right? He must be like, yo, why are you crying? Right? Because Roger looks surprised. Garp is alarmed. That's just straight exclamation point.
Oh,
So
true. Because even
he's-
Roger has his hands like over his ears or over his head, and Garp is kind of like What's going on?
That's what I'm saying. He's just reading body language right now.
But the help me
I
is
don't know
between
if-
both of their bubbles. So I take that usually as they both hear it.
Yeah.
Could just be body language.
I think that one, for storytelling purposes, that's dumb. Like, if it's just he's like, oh, he's reading body language, you know what I mean? Like because like Momonosuke has it, right? Momonosuke,
Okay.
sure, he's special, right? But power
But
in
that's
itself,
just
we don't
Momo-
know.
There's just 3 characters in the whole series.
Shirahoshi, I mean, she's Neptune.
What? She don't have the voice of all things. She
She
can just
didn't-
talk to. She's Poseidon. There's a difference between being Poseidon and having the voice of all
we
things.
don't know that. We don't know if
That's
voice
true.
of all things is part of that because Momonosuke has it, and we don't know exactly what Momonosuke's part all is it.
Yeah,
And
but I don't think the Sea
doesn't have
Kings would
anything-
listen to anything Luffy would say.
It's not about talking, but you can still hear. Being able to
Okay.
hear is a whole different thing than commanding. And talking. Like Zunisha wasn't looking for Joy Boy to command him. Zunisha was looking for Momonosuke to command
Mhm.
him. So it doesn't really matter about like hierarchy. If you just so happen to have it, the D lineage is special overall. So like Garp being like one of the 3 people we see in the panel with Rox and Roger, him having it
I mean,
too.
that's a
if
good point.
They've been propped up as the 3 people in this generation. 2 of them having it and then him not having it is weird.
I mean, that's a good point. I just think we've seen to where the people that have it have a reason to have it. I don't see why Garp has a reason to have it.
Corey, when you say the two out of the 3 people that have it and one of not have it, who are the 2 people here?
Well, Rox and Roger.
Rox has the voice of all things too.
He's using it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's using it.
Is
No.
he using it, or is he just? Is this just him like expressing it with his willpower?
No.
This is just like his inner turmoil.
Roger has it because Roger proved he had it when
No, for sure.
When Big Mom announced that he was able to hear the poneglyph and what it was saying, basically. And then
Absolutely.
the other time is when they were coming out. Well, they were going to Fishman Island. Roger and Odin heard the Neptunians talking, and Odin didn't have to cover his ears or anything. He just heard that was happening. And then when they went to Zunisha, Odin also heard Zunisha, but he couldn't talk to him from what I remember. So Roger does have it for sure. He just is probably first noticing he does, or he doesn't know what it is, and he's experiencing it for the first time. And Garp is too, because Rox is using it. So
Okay, so Rox has voice of all things too.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
clearly communicating to
seems
them
like,
the
yeah.
same way the Gorosei communicate to themselves. They use the voice of all things as well to talk to each other.
Okay.
I don't know about that second part
I-
because I haven't thought about whether or not the Gorosei are using the voice of all things
Or whether they have like their own.
or whether they just. I
Type
just
of
thought maybe
thing.
they have their own telepathy connection with
Yeah.
their abilities because I've seen the Gods Knights kind of be able to communicate with each other without Denden Mushis. At least I think so.
So the reason why I say that the Gorosei are most likely using it is because when you look at observation hockey, armament hockey, and conquerors hockey, there seems to be 3 stages to each of them. And through those 3rd stages, conquerors hockey has like the advanced conquerors hockey where you don't have to touch somebody, right? And you can still hit them. I think observation hockey, their 3rd level, is the voice of all things. Because when Marcus Mars, who was on Egghead looking for the Denden Mushi that Vegapunk hid, he was listening to the voices of what was on the island, like especially the Denden Mushis, and he pointed out each and every one of them by using basically observation hockey, but then using the voice of all things to locate them in a way too. So it sounds like this is just the evolved version, the highest aspect of observation hockey. So it is very possible that they're using Emu's power in order to like talk to them amongst each other, since they all share that power.
Yeah.
But then that would go into the more speculation. Well, do they have actual Conquerors hockey? Because if not, then you have to say, well, then this is leading to Emu's Conquerors hockey being used by multiple people. And I don't think that's happening. I think that these guys each have Conquerors hockey, and then they have like the voice of all things too for a specific reason. Because even the Conquerors in the show, most of them happen to be world government people. I swear to God. If you go and look at all the conquerors on the list, you'll see that most of them are in the world government.
Nah, I feel like I gotta pull that up.
Yeah,
That don't even sound right.
I'm telling you, go look it up.
Is that on the One Piece wiki?
Because Shanks is also a familial person of the world government. He's a Fagarland.
You think so?
That's
You
true.
think it's a lineage thing for the Voice of All Things?
Well, I forgot to mention that, but I do think that it has to do with lineage because it's crazy to say, but Garp points this out during Marineford when Luffy lets out his Conqueror's Haki for, I guess, that moment, and everybody looks at him. He goes, "Well, I guess he did have it too." And it's like, what did you mean by that, Garp? And then when we look at Ivankov kind of states that because Luffy did that, of course he's Dragon's son. So that
The Conqueror's
like,
Hockey Blast?
yeah. So it's kind of like insinuating that maybe Dragon does have Conqueror's Haki as well. And then Garp having Conqueror's Haki as well. So, and then you see most of the people who have Conqueror's Haki, when they have kids, they also have Conqueror's Haki. For the people that we do not know that their parents had it or not, it's like Big Mom,
Blackbeard,
Zoro, Kid.
Now we know Black. You know,
well, Katakuri has Conqueror's Haki, and he's
Big Mom
Big
has
Yeah, that's what you're saying. The lineage part.
Yeah, so it seems like it's more on the side leaning towards lineage than it is just like random people having it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. Yeah,
There's a lot, but if you look at it, like most of them have it. Like all 5 Gorsei members, you have Garling most likely is.
Well, this this list
we
only
still-
has 2 from what I see on One Piece wiki. Only has Warrior and Mars.
We know that they all use Conqueror's Haki.
Okay.
So.
Just saying.
We all know it. We all know they use Conqueror's Haki.
I mean-
You got Garp, Sengoku, who's also in the world government. You have Emu, world government. You have
That's really it, honestly. It's only Sengoku, I mean, unless you want to count Don Quixote Doflamingo.
oh yeah,
I was counting.
he's.
I was
Dragon.
counting.
I'm
Luffy.
counting. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
Dragon. You got to count Shanks. It's also
Wait,
Celestial Dragon.
Sengoku has Conqueror's Haki?
It says it here.
Yeah, Sengoku has Conqueror's Haki.
Oh, I had no idea he had it.
I would hope so. I mean, he was running the whole thing, right?
I mean, that's
Yeah.
just because Garp didn't want the job.
Be true.
There's
Be
a lot of
true.
people, bro. There's a lot of people in the world government that has it. Like compared to the people who have it right now too.
None
there's
of
like
modern
7
day
people,
admirals.
6 people that have it right now. That's not in the world government.
None of the
maybe
admirals have
less.
ever had it.
Not that it's shown. Yamato has it.
But that is shown,
Kaido,
yeah.
Scalper
Katakuri has
Gaban,
it.
and Rayleigh is still around. Boa Hancock has it. Don Chin Zhao has it. Though here's the thing, because Don Chin Zhao is a thing, that throws a wrench in everything.
Why?
Because
I
like,
don't
who
it.
is
I
this
don't
man?
Get it?
But coming on his backstory, I was like, "Oh, so who is this man?
Who is
To
this
your
man?
point.
I think what y'all experiencing is the kid effect.
The kid effect.
He got beat
I don't
so
like where
badly.
you're going.
He got beat so badly. He never got like anything else to signify why he was a conqueror.
Because because his pinhead Larry got put down.
I'm not mad at that. I like that. I'm not mad at that. It also puts Kid in a good light, so I'm cool.
No,
with
it doesn't.
So Danny,
Kinda sort
where you at?
Wait,
mentally now?
I-
Are you moving towards the voice of all thing, or you just think that we talk about body language?
No. I think that I'm rereading the page. The fact that Rox shouted out Roger and Garp reacting to it means that they're probably all using the voice of all things here.
Yeah.
Okay. How are we feeling about, I guess, Roger just letting out this cry to just get me out of here, bro. Take me out, coach. I guess how this moment make you guys feel first time reading it through?
I hate to see it, man. It really hurt. Really hurt. I really don't want Rox to go out like this, but this is the way she goes.
My Shayla.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just the fact that he still has like enough will to like snap out of it for a minute, convey what needs to happen is wild to me. Like, again, to your point, I don't know if anybody will ever be as strong as this guy. we'll see as time goes, but man, like
Ro-
even if Luffy was to get, let's just say for kicks, if he was to get, I don't know if Luffy would be able to shake out of it. More so that somebody else would help shake him out
Yeah.
of it.
Well, what I took it is that, you know, Larry was saying before, the idea of like losing that control of his body, but his will still being present, right?
Mhm.
His rocks being different than anybody else we've seen Domi Reversi, you know, as of now, right? We've only seen Dory Bragi, a bunch of other scrubs, and Rox's parents or whatever. But the voice of all things is such a specific power and such a specific ability that, in regards to that carrying of will, this is the only way he can probably still communicate while still having this body that he can't really actually control. The words that comes out of his mouth, he can't actually control. This is the only part of his will that is actually left. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's snapping out of it per se. I think he's just watching everything he's doing. He can see, it's like I'm trying to think what I've watched, where you're just kind of a pilot and your body doing its own thing. You're just watching yourself do everything. You know what I mean?
Click.
Is that Click? Brother, I don't even
Click
know if
with
I've
Adam
seen Click.
Sandler.
I can't tell you what happens in Click. So yeah.
Oh, with the remote? Yeah.
He just put it. He just fast forward, so he's on autopilot. So he's just like watching himself like live his life.
All right. Larry, got anything else you want to put to end for this 2 pages? Sorry.
Yeah. It was, so you guys had a question as to why Garp would probably why would he have the voice of all things? We don't know who his parents are. We don't know who the Monkey Clan is, like that, right? I have a little theory that maybe Garp is actually a Davy too.
I think that the monkey name is fake. Yeah.
No, listen, hear me out.
Oh, you think it's fake?
So when Garp and Roger combine their hockey and they go, "Get out here, Rocks," Emu does look and goes, "Davy?"
Davy?
So that man got
PTSD.
PTSD.
You back,
he got PTSD.
So here's the question, right? Does it mean one of these two individuals happens to be of Davy descent or share hockey similar to Davy? Because why would Emu look at Rocks and think he's Davy, and then when these two let out their Conqueror's hockey, we hear if he thinks one of them are Davy too?
Yeah.
So it's like, is Garp a Davy now, or is Roger a Davy?
Are they all Davy?
Or both?
Or both. I mean,
but I'm leaning
Does the
towards,
D stand for Davy? Does it?
why would you
no,
lean?
I don't think the D stands for Davy.
Why would you lean more towards Garp than Roger?
I feel like I would lean towards more Garp because he's not the one freaking out about it, and plus, I don't know what the Monkey Clan are about. I don't know where they come from. Maybe it's like a long descendant, because remember, this is 900 years of lineage that's being passed down from cousins probably to cousins. You know, like these people, maybe, who knows, man. I think it might be Garp. I don't know why, but
I mean, who's to say that we're supposed to believe that anybody with the D in their name, that's their real name? Getting Roxy Xebec to come out and say, yeah, my name hasn't been actually Rox this whole time. It's been Davy. So anybody can kind of change their name to keep themselves safe.
Look at Law. What does water mean? He kept the D out of his name.
Ace did it.
Ace did
it. Changed his name. Like, so the hiding of a lineage, true lineage, is something that's done over and over again, right? And before, I used to be on the thought process of, I was really thinking that Luffy is like not actually like Dragon's kid, or maybe Dragon's not actually Garp's kid. Like, I was somewhere in that realm for a little while. Like, now I'm kind of like, I still don't know if Dragon really is Garp's kid, but that's neither here nor there.
I think he is. Don't you think so? I mean, Dragon saw him on
Found
God
Family
Valley, and he was like, "Pops."
Found family is a big thing in this series. The idea of taking on somebody else's child. Garp is not. We've seen him do it already. He took in Ace, right? We've seen him do it before. Who's to say he didn't do it before early in his life? That's what made Roger think, like, you know what? I know you took one kid in before. Take my kid in too, bro.
He do be taking in kids though. He do be taking in kids.
Just running an orphanage over here. So Final thoughts on the chapter. What are we feeling about giving this out of 10, guys?
It's difficult because the last few chapters have all been 9s, 10s, at least in my opinion. Seeing a chapter like this with the heartbreak of the Rocks pirates breaking up, having their little soap opera, Rocks getting his last few words in the beginning. A lot happened in this chapter. Kuma, MVP of the chapter here. For me, I'm probably going to give it another 9. At least a 9.
Okay. P, how you feeling?
I'm gonna give it a 9 as well. Again, I'm a big lore person, and this just gave us so much more that we just don't know. And again, we got some really, really good moments. I mean, the whole Davy D. Jones was once king of the world was wild. Seeing Kuma save everybody was wild. Seeing XEBEC fight off Eam was amazing. Like it was a bunch of great things. Yeah, I'll give it a 9.
All right, Larry.
I'm gonna give it a 10. I think
Can't
this is
blame
the
me for that.
chapter. I think all the chapters for the flashback have been incredible, and I think this one just raised so many questions when I thought we had answers. It gave us so much lore that we haven't. We don't know what's going on in this chapter.
Yeah.
It's very. You can read this chapter a couple times and still get the same feeling. And I don't know, man. I just don't know what's happening anymore. Like I look at this and sometimes I feel like I think I know everything that's going on, and then Oda just goes, well, that's not actually what's happening.
Yeah.
So this chapter has so much in it, and I'm just blown away. Like this chapter is amazing. The art was amazing as well.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say. Like I think this is the only chapter throughout the entire flashback where I don't really have anything to write about for the pod tomorrow.
Oh,
Damn, what? You don't got the notes, brother?
Oh,
Like I have notes, but like none of it is solid. Like this is that's what I'm saying. Like this is a 10 for me because I don't know.
There's like
what
no drawn
I'm
conclusions.
I don't know what I'm reading.
What
Like
is
I
this?
don't like I'm gonna sit here and tell you as a person who has created the One Piece a One Piece podcast. I'm telling you with all the knowledge that I possess, I have no idea what I'm looking at. I don't know how. I have no idea what I'm reading. I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm accepting it, and I'm very anxious to get to the next chapter because even after this flashback is over, I don't think we're gonna get any of this information revealed, and we're gonna sit for another 200 chapters wanting answers to this.
Yeah.
I think we're witnessing the greatest pirate of all time, and I think he's going to have a grand exit. I think this is going to be, and it's crazy because, we sat with Roger for so many years.
oh my God, two decades.
Yeah.
We even had this man who found the One Piece. We had this man create the greatest pirate age. We had this man who is literally Luffy's goal. He means so much to the story.
We fell for the propaganda.
For some reason, he happens to be the least interesting character during the greatest time.
I mean, but to your point though,
I just don't see how I can see now, I don't know, man. I don't think I've ever seen somebody like Rocks either. Like he's up there with like the toughest people, bro.
Yeah.
He's incredible. And I think that even him breaking through the Dami Reversi to this degree and using Voice of All Things,
yes,
like, brother, come on. This man Imu had to touch him himself and do this to him, and he's still not enough for it.
Bro, he came here to save his family. He's the first person to actually try to save their family in all of One Piece, really.
Especially the first pirate.
I think the only notes I do have is the fact that like it happens so much in One Piece, especially with Oden. When characters try to do it by themselves and they don't put their faith in their crew, it just proves that, when you try to do things by yourself, it never truly works out. And that happens in real life all the time. You need help. You need help doing everything. Like for me, I can't edit the podcast clips all the time. Like I can't do everything. I can't worry about merch. I can't worry about collabs. I can't worry about Spotify. I can't worry about events, like I can't do it all by myself, right? I need Sebastian by my side. I need to be able to rely on the guys. And it's so sad that like
When the world
Rox
needed it
is
most.
probably the only person that's ever come close enough to succeed Joy Boy. And the reason he doesn't is because he couldn't go to Whitebeard the same way he went to Harold and said, yo, they have my wife, they have my kid, and I'm
That's
going
good.
here. Instead, he told his crew, do anything you want, come with me, here's a big prize, let's go for it.
Yeah.
And then when he does get to that point, he has to go on the island full of monsters and search for his family by himself. Everybody else, he's there with the strong, like Sebastian said this, he's there with the strongest crew we've ever seen in a show. And he's fighting alone. He's fighting
the
by
whole time.
himself.
I mean, the number one thing he lacked with his crew, right? He may have been a great captain, but he didn't trust them. And therefore, everybody couldn't trust him the same way.
Yep.
And it makes it so much sadder because this part of the chapter, his crew thinks the world of him.
Which
like Captain John might not think it, Gonzui might not think it, but these guys aren't the important members of the crew.
Yeah.
We're talking about the pirates that are going to lead into the next generation, the next era, who are going to have this major hold on the world to the point where the world government has to worry about them allying up because then they become a world government themselves.
Yeah.
A direct threat to the world government. And now Rox is sitting here and he's fumbling the bag because he didn't captain the right way.
You just had to open up, brother. All you had to do was open up to them. Things could have been different, but obviously being a clan, as the Davy clan, running away from people knowing who you really are, not trying to get too close.
It's hard to trust, man.
It's hard to get there, and like the pieces weren't like completely lined up. Rox may have been able to get all the weapons and all these other things, but it seems like what's going to take at the end of the day to take down Emu is partnership, is trust, is believing and working with other people, working with the world against the world. You know what I mean?
Our friendship. Fairy Tale did it first.
And this is where it gets a little deeper.
Pause.
He loved Harold. He absolutely adored Harold. He was offended that Emu was even going to do something like that because he knew what was happening with Harold and how good-hearted he was and what he truly meant to the world and why he wanted Harold under his flag. And it's like he doesn't even get the help of Harold. So now we're here and he can't trust his crew. He lost his best friend. His wife and kid he's hunting down, who are the reason he came here. And then he looks at Garp and Roger and he cries to them and tells them to take him out instead of asking Whitebeard, instead of asking Big Mom and Kaido, like the people he should be asking, the same way Zoro was asked by Sanji to take him out if he ever turned into something he didn't want to be during Wano because of his Germa genes. And it's like, he's going to die alone. He's most likely going to die alone. They're going to leave
hopefully
him. He's going to be there by himself. And
that's why he's forgotten to Tom. Like,
and
that's why.
Do you think he saw Eris and Teach get,
I think
Kuma
he thinks
away?
they died.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I think so.
He's gonna die thinking that his mother, his wife and child died.
Yeah, I think that's what he thought.
Horrible.
Because I think that's where these tears. I think that's where these tears come from. I don't think these tears come from like a place of like, no, I lost control of myself. Like he's like, no, I killed my own family.
Yeah, like take me on up out of here.
Oh my God, that's a tragedy.
So
I mean, we've seen Oda do tragedy well, man. Like we just got off a backstory.
But every time he does it, we're still hit like whiplash. He's like, you still got this dog in you? You're not done?
Like, and he's not even reusing tragedies. It's like, man.
Now here's a new one fresh off the press for you. How y'all feel about it?
Listen, I'm with Larry. I think this is a 10 out of 10 chapter as well. We say it before, like it's like, what more can I ask for from this chapter? We have mystery, we have lore, we have more questions than we usually have than ever when it comes to the end of this chapter. We have great fight scenes and great hype moments and aura moments happening here and like developments, and this is fantastic. You know what I mean? The emotional moments also being here, because emotion for me in One Piece, that's what's always going to like prevail for me in regards to like my thoughts. Like if it can emotionally move me rather than me being like, but this was the hypest thing ever, this fight, what do you mean? Like that's never gonna get me to a 10 for One Piece. It's just not what I come for One Piece for. But if it makes me feel something, and what it made me feel for Rocks get into these moments going throughout this whole chapter, yeah, this is a 10. And also top tier design for Rocks as a Domi Reversi.
Yeah, 100%. The figure is gonna go hard. The figure is gonna go crazy. So Corey, I have one question, because if it were up to Corey, this would have been the last chapter of God Valley.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah,
how many chapters do we have left? Do you guys think?
One.
Slow down, Corey.
One.
You think that this fight with Rocks, Garp, and Roger, and
the
God
fact that
Valley
you think you about to get a whole chapter of a fight is crazy.
I say at least 2 more chapters of God Valley.
Okay,
I'll probably say 4.
I was going to say 4.
Listen, I was trying to be a little conservative here.
Unless we go into another backstory, like unless we triple backstory while in God Valley for Rocks, then you got it.
I think what's going to happen is that the island has to disappear.
Yep.
So I think that Uranus will be eventually called out to take everybody out. And I think that we're going to have like this Man of Steel Superman moment where Rocks is going to face Uranus and probably try to take it out if he comes back to normal after the fight. And then he just gets taken out overall and everybody else escapes. So
see. Let me read a couple of these super chats before we start to close out. Terry with the $5. What if Kuma accidentally sent Eris and Teach to the Holy Land? What do you think Kuma sent the slaves?
That would be terrible. Terrible.
She might be Shaggy, though. She might be the person that Loki's talking to.
Oh, yes, could be. That could the person that had the Denden Mushi, because we don't know who that is that Loki's speaking to.
So that means she's still alive.
Yeah, but
she didn't die.
And it depends on how far we want to take the Denden Mushi's taking over, how somebody looks. For the most part,
I mean, that was a Denden Mushi for the cold, though. That's why you couldn't tell how it looked.
Oh, I thought it had I thought it had a beard.
Yeah, that's
no, it was like a winter Denden Mushi or something like that.
Okay. Kiero with $2 super chat. Sorry, I forgot to say this is for Larry Tax. That was for the one earlier. Thank you again for that. Let's see. Is there anything else down here that I
Lucky
missed?
Roo?
Lucky Roo.
Hey, Larry, how it tastes?
Jesus, Larry.
Yo, who's this Lucky Roo guy, bro?
What you? Yo, man, that TLPT, man, y'all cooking over there, huh?
God.
Oh my days. You know, we're PG over here at the Moon Piece Podcast and Life with Anime.
No.
Oh, we're not. Member for 3 months, Pokemon. Y'all gotta convince P to stream by himself. Hashtag SWE tax.
Okay, have a good night, Joel.
Have a good night.
Damn, we gonna get them live. But thank you too for joining us. We really appreciate it. It means a lot.
It's a blast.
Every time we get to make content with you guys and work with you guys, we obviously look up to what you guys do, and we appreciate everything you guys do for not only the One Piece community, but the anime community, and how much you've let us, come in and play around the playground with you guys. So thank you guys for
Thank you,
chatting it up with you guys, especially in a chapter like this during God Valley. What more could we ask for in chapters like this?
This is peak. This is the closest thing to a podcast God Valley y'all gonna get, right?
Yeah.
We are the Kage.
This is a good time, man.
Now,
I always enjoy making content with you guys. This is great.
But it's all love. Thank you guys again. For anybody in the chat, I'm sure you guys already are subscribed to both of them, their channels, but make sure you guys subscribe to Life with Anime. Make sure you guys subscribe to That One Piece Talk. Guys, like the stream. It helps the channel a lot. I'll send the collaboration invites after, because it doesn't let me do it beforehand. So it also shows up with this whole new YouTube feature. Leave a comment if you guys are watching the stream after the fact. It helps the channel a lot. Tomorrow we usually do this upload. It'll be on Spotify if you guys want to watch it back on Spotify, listen it back. It'll be on Apple Podcasts as well. So you guys, if you didn't have time to, check the whole stream and things like that, you can do it on the go, unless you have YouTube Premium, because I don't got that and I can't listen to stuff on the go. But thank you guys again. And on that note, y'all, enjoy life.